The words you have all been waiting for. It's game day, Browns fans. Preseason football is in Cleveland. 3 preseason matchups going into the regular season. Unfortunately, anytime people say football is back, it's quickly nullified when you look at all the players not playing. So we're going to get you guys ready for this preseason game. I've also got Team USA basketball gold medal game against France on behind the camera. So I'll keep you guys updated on that score before the 4:30 p.m. Eastern kickoff against the Green Bay Packers. But first and foremost, let's show some love to Jacob Kistner getting a $2 super chat in before we even start the stream. Let's go, Browns. Let's get this party started. Cheers to you, Jacob. Thank you, as always, for being kind of the recent king of first in the chat. You and Time Man have had some legendary battles that I expect to continue into the regular season. But go Brownies, Jacob. That $2 super chat before we even start. I feel like that's just a good tone setter on first down on defense. Not an INT, not a sack, but a nice pass breakup. Let the opposing quarterback know they're in for a long day. Jacob, thank you so much. We got over 90 people watching already, 20 likes so far. Reminder, hit that thumbs up button if you are just tuning in. But let me know what you guys are thinking for today. Who do you got, Browns or Packers? I saw someone ask me in the chat who I think is going to win this game. I don't think anyone can ever tell you one way or the other who's going to win a preseason football game. I do like to look at the depth of the quarterback room for the two teams when trying to decide who's going to win a meaningless football game. The Browns having Jameis Winston and Dorian Thompson-Robinson and Tyler Huntley, 3 quarterbacks with NFL experience and lots of it. I'm inclined to go with the Browns, but let me know who you got, CLE or GB. Might as well take the Brownies. It's preseason football. As Durant drains a 3 and the U.S. reclaims the lead 8-7 early in the first quarter. Kendrick with a $2 super chat. Let's go. I've got Time Man the Buckeye typing CLE, Jim typing CLE. Get those CLEs in the chat. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. Also got my Amari Cooper jersey on today for solidarity. He was working out on the field before the game, or still before the game. He's not playing today. We're going to go through all the players that are in the inactive list today. But Kendrick, here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. Shout out to you, Kendrick. Appreciate your super chat, dude. 10-9 USA. Okay, before we look at the guys that are not going to play today, I do got to tell everyone watching about our great friends over at, you already know it, Game Time. So, if you are looking to catch a Guardians game, if you want to go to a Browns preseason game, or even better yet, a regular season game, get started with Game Time today. They've got awesome deals for the dog pound where you can save $20 on your first purchase when you use code CHATSPORTS at checkout. Now, terms apply, but Game Time is an authorized ticket marketplace of Major League Baseball, which makes getting tickets faster and easier. Prices on the Game Time app, they actually go down the closer it gets to first pitch, making it the best spot to try and get some last-minute tickets. So download Game Time today and redeem code CHAT Sports for $20 off. I put all that information in the comments and description of today's video. Download Game Time today. Last-minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. Terms apply. $20 off your first purchase when you use code CHATSPORTS. So let's kind of run through who is not playing today, because I know that's what everyone is wanting to know. Instead of listing everyone that's not playing, I actually think it would be a lot easier if I just listed everyone that is playing that's also a starter. So here are the only starters that are not on the inactive list. Ethan Posick, Wyatt Teller, Devin Bush, Grant Delpit, Martin Emerson. My guess is we'll see those 5 guys play 1 series each, maybe 2 if the first series is a quick 3 and out, but it's not going to be filled with household names. So with that being said, I do have some players to watch, storylines to keep an eye on. So let's run through a little bit of a preview for this upcoming game. The number 5 thing I'm watching for between the Browns and the Packers, Dorian Thompson-Robinson versus Tyler Huntley. DTR has quietly been one of the winners so far of training camp. He's looked really sharp by a lot of reports. So I think DTR going up against Huntley is worth watching for once Jameis Winston gets yanked. Because those guys, sure, they're competing for QB3, which in most scenarios is really irrelevant. But the Browns went all the way to QB5 last year. So we probably shouldn't completely disregard it altogether. But keep an eye on DTR against Tyler Huntley. They're in a quarterback battle for that third and final quarterback spot. Number 4. The running back competition. Jerome Ford is playing. There is no Nick Chubb, no Deontay Foreman, and no Nyheim Hines. So just the 3 guys that are dealing with injuries. So we're going to see a lot of Jerome Ford early on, then a good amount of Pierre Strong Jr., and then get ready to see a lot of John Kelly, who's kind of been like a staple of Browns preseason football the last 2 years. They've got a UDFA running back, Aiden Robinson, so check him out in the fourth quarter. But I'm excited to see what Jerome Ford and Pierre Strong Jr. can prove to this coaching staff until Nick Chubb returns. Number 3, the new kickoff. This will be the Browns' first time deploying their new kickoff rules and strategy and alignment and whatnot. So we're going to see what Bubba Ventrone has cooked up. We've had a couple of preseason games get underway already. No one has seemed to really master it just yet. I mean, there hasn't been a very big sample size, so I wouldn't expect for us to have that hard of a conclusion. But I'm still excited to see who the Browns send back there, what their approach is on kickoff. We've seen some teams just kick it out the back of the end zone and give the 30-yard line to the other team. Some teams are trying to squib it of sorts, have it hit the ground just after it crosses the 20-yard line into the landing zone. So I'm excited to see what the Browns are preparing to do for the new kickoff rule. Number 2, let's talk about Jameis Winston, because he's going to be the starting quarterback with no Deshaun Watson playing, and it's just going to create a lot of fun highlights. Last year, we got some good QB highlights from DTR. The year before that, it was Josh Dobbs. Jameis Winston's going to be 10x what we got from those 2 guys in the preseason. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be some great post-game clips. There's going to be some bombs down the field. There'll be touchdowns. There will be interceptions. This will be the Jameis Winston experience. I'm excited for it. It's kind of a fun experience. So get ready to watch J-Bo. It's an absolute roller coaster of a ride. And then number 1, I'll go with rookie defensive tackle Mike Hall. I mean, the Browns don't have a first-round pick to scout out in this first game, but they do have a second-rounder, and with no Dalvin Tomlinson and no Shelby Harris playing in tonight's game, or this afternoon's game, we may very well see Mike Hall start with the first-team defense alongside Maurice Hurst. And I'm excited to see what he can do at the NFL level after showing some really good flashes at Ohio State, but just never getting it down from a consistent standpoint, whether it was actual health or just on-the-field consistency. But he has looked really sharp so far at camp, so I'm excited to see what number 52 for the Browns can do. So those are the top 5 storylines I'm keeping an eye on during this preseason showdown at Cleveland between the Browns and the Packers. All right, it is 12-11. Go? No. USA leading over France with under 4 to play in the first quarter. But shout out your city for me as we get ready for kickoff. Where are you watching from? Get in the chat right now. Nearly 200 people watching already. Fast break Team USA, and that's going to be an easy dunk for Tatum. Where are you watching from? We've got Kathy tuning in from Sacramento. I've got Daniel in Ohio. I say it's 52? 51. My bad. Gregory is in Salem, Ohio. Nicholas is in Arlington, Texas. We've got Brooke Park in the house. Man, could you imagine if you just stumbled across a little cheap piece of land next to where the Haslam's want to build that ginormous campus? I mean, they're going to buy that land for you for twice for what you paid for it. Kendrick's in West Virginia. Mike's in Waco, Texas. I've got Streetsboro, Ohio in the chat. Toledo, Ohio. Greenville, North Carolina. Jacksonville with Blake. Dakota's in Ohio. Christopher Stofira, good to see you, man. Tuning in from Warren, Ohio. Will's in Orlando. Mike Dibble's in the chat, tuning in from Oxford, North Carolina. Got a lot of OHs in the chat here. Minnesota in the house. We've got OKC in representation. I love it. Get those cities in the chat. It's always great to see how big the dog pound stretches. Browns backers know no borders. So we should run through our super chat menu here, Mr. Reed. We have one of the newer producers hanging out with us today. He's going to do an absolute fantastic job as Anthony Edwards puts up a 3. That's good. And that pushes the lead to 17-13. I was about to say Browns. Team USA. They called it a 2. No, I thought that was a 3. But maybe they'll review it. I'll let you put the backgrounds in. This was the, okay. Gary Miller in Jacksonville, Florida. We got Puerto Rico here. I got Youngstown, Ohio. Mont is in Ohio. Logan, Utah. Charlotte, North Carolina. Josh is in Tennessee. One of the best states in the union, the volunteer state. Let's see. I saw Arizona from Beast Handler. Browns fan for life, baby. Iowa, Louisville, Kentucky. There we go. We have over 200 people watching right now. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button if you have not already. I'm trying to get us to 100 likes, and I'll tell you why in just a moment because we have a fun giveaway for today's episode, and it's going to be a raffle. So if you want to enter that raffle, a $10 super chat will get you in, but we'll get that on screen for you in just a moment here. Nicholas, shout out to my friend who's a Packers fan if he sees this. No, not going to shout out your friend that's a Packers fan. Let's see. I've got $2 super chat on the menu for today for a Beers Cheers. $5, you get added to our Dog Pound MVP poster. I figured, you know what? If you're going to watch in the preseason, we better give you the best value possible. So $5 super chat, your name gets added to our off-season, or I guess now 2024 season MVP poster. $10, we're going to do a Myles Garrett jersey raffle. We're going to do that raffle at the 2-minute warning in the fourth quarter. So if you want to get entered into that raffle, there are one of 2 ways to get entered. $10 super chat automatically gets you locked in, but there's also a no purchase necessary way, which is every 100 likes or 100 subscribers that we pick up, we'll pick someone out of the chat and get you entered as well. So if you want to guarantee a spot in the raffle, $10 super chat. $20, we got a fun kind of Wheel of Wonder, or Wheel of Wow, Wheel of Fortune going on here with a lot of fun items on it. So if you want to find out what could be behind that wheel, $20 super chat and we'll spin it. And then $50, something I want to do for the entire 2024 season starting today, the Brown and Orange Club. I just really want to show some extra love to those of you that go above and beyond to support the channel. So the Brown and Orange Club will be the most exclusive club we'll have for the entire season in terms of, hey, every single game day, we're going to show you guys some extra love. We're going to try and make sure that you guys are some of the most well-represented fans that we have here at the channel, and we'll put your name on screen periodically throughout the show and all that good stuff. So $50 super chat will get you added to our Brown and Orange Club. That's our super chat menu for today. Always appreciate those of you that super chat to support the channel. If you're unable to super chat, not a problem. Just like the video. It's completely free, and that really does help the channel. So who you got in this game, though? Browns or Packers? I'm going with the Brownies.
Something I think that is so funny is whoever's picking the Packers, what are you doing?
Yeah.
This is a Browns channel. You think you're going to pick the Packers?
I do not disagree. I do not disagree.
Like our live poll right now, if you haven't voted yet, we've got 224 votes on there. If you haven't voted yet, we got 82% Browns, 18% Packers. Who's picking Packers?
Team USA up 17-15 with 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. I don't know what the best. Oh, Edwards. There we go. In his face. I don't know if that was a three ball. 2015 now with 20 seconds. I don't know what the best adjective to describe it is, but people that cheer against Team USA in the Olympics because their favorite NBA player is like Slovenian or Serbian or whatever, shame on you. Like, I understand that that's your guy for most of the year, but if that player went to a different NBA team, would you be cheering for them on that new squad? No, you stick with your current team. And I feel like that should translate over to the Olympics as well. So it's Team USA all the way, baby. We got David Everett in the chat. Good to see you. Nicholas, Lloyd Garcia. Daniel's going with undefeated this year. Go Browns. This is our year, baby. If it is the Browns' year, they better not go 3-0 in the preseason. I'm just going to say that much. Better not go 3-0 in the preseason. Yeah, we'll do a different one. 71 likes. Like I said, if you want to get a free addition to the Myles Garrett jersey raffle, every 100 likes and 100 subscribers we pick up, we're going to do a free edition out of the chat. So make sure to hit that thumbs up button, and it could be the thing that gets you a brand new Cleveland Browns jersey. As Christopher Stofira sends in a $10 super chat. Let's go, Chris. I got to turn my fan back on. Sweating like a dog in a Chinese restaurant. Christopher Stofira, shout out to you, man. We've had some technical difficulties, but knock on wood, it's working now. I probably shouldn't have done that.
Please.
It's football time. Let's effing go, Browns. Browns fans rule. Christopher, cheers to you, dude. I feel like for that alone, we got to bring back the dog bowl. I haven't used it in a long time.
First of all, we missed the first 2 beer cheers.
Oh, I thought beer. I forgot my own menu when I thought they were 5. I forgot I kind of switched them up. So, a beer's cheers to Jacob Kistner. And then a beer's cheers to Kendrick. And now I want to give the first dog bowl of the 2024 season to a longtime viewer, Christopher Stofira. He came out to the Browns Report channel get-together last Thursday. Can you believe that? Time flies already. It was awesome getting to meet so many great viewers of the channel like Christopher, the Thompson men, Mike Dibble, Scorpion, Dylan Sutcliffe. I don't want to forget anyone. Tim Green. So many great viewers came out to hang out with us, including Chris. So cheers to you, Chris. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. It's preseason for me because I forgot to move the mic. I almost gave the mic a little bit of a shower. 2015 Team USA to open up the second quarter. That one's blocked. Let's go. Feed it down low. Anthony Davis. Let's go. 22-15. Eddie, what is the best way to stream this Browns game? Well, selfishly, I would say with me. But if you really want to get the game on screen, because I can't do that for you, there's a certain copyright law or two that gets in the way of it. I mean, the only legal way is to get NFL Plus or to drive to the Cleveland or Green Bay area and watch it on your local TV. And that might be a long drive depending on where you live. Here we go. We got a $1 super chat coming in from something that's not allowed in Texas and other states. Dr. Pornsack. That's quite the name. That is something. So I don't know how much more I can add to that one right there. I'll tell you what's pouring right now. It's Team USA up by 5 against France. I love to remind them, if it wasn't for us, this broadcast would likely be in German. So, can't even get their own rebound. $10 super chat rolling in from Jarrett Roush. Let's go! Jarrett, so good to see you, buddy. Knick-knack, paddywhack, throw a dog a bone, Jameis Winston. You know, Jameis Winston is actually going to be a great game in a couple of years of, did Jameis ever say this? Like, there's that exists for Mike Tomlin right now of like, real or fake Mike Tomlin quote. Real or fake Jameis Winston quote. Jarrett, cheers to you. We've got you added to our Myles Garrett jersey raffle with that $10 super chat. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. As we get a $5 super chat and a $50 super chat from Mr. Tim Green. Let's go.
What a play.
Talk about tone setters being established before the team even gets out of the locker room. God, I love this fan base. Let's go. Dr. Pornsack, first one up, I suppose. Let's go, Browns. I'm so excited to see you all back on YouTube. I hope we win this year. Go Browns. Here's the crazy thing. We've been on YouTube every single day of the offseason. But I understand why people check out in the offseason. It's not as compelling as the season, to say the least. But, yeah, I appreciate you for coming back, dude. Let's go, Brownies. And then a $50 super chat from Tim Green. Brown and Orange Club, me, baby. Looking forward to a great season. Go Browns. The first member of the 2024 Cleveland Browns Brown and Orange Club here at Chat Sports, Mr. Tim Green, ladies and gentlemen. Quick round of applause. Quick round of applause. Tim, thank you so much. You're going to see your name plastered all over our watch parties for the rest of the season as a result. Shout out to you. Let's go, Brownies. Tim Green. Everyone spam Tim Green in the chat. $50 super chat. Tim, are you going to the game? I know you're a proud season ticket holder, so would love to know. By the way, France is taking the lead, so that kind of took the wind out of my sails a little bit. It's 25-24. U.S. could not convert on multiple attempts on the offensive end, and then a deep three from Napoleon. Okay, $5 super chat coming in from Jarrett Roush. Let's go. Jarrett Roush, we'll throw your super chat on screen. And oh no, is it run out of magic? Okay, so YouTube has YouTube's been a little bit of a pain in the derriere, so we're not. It just takes an extra like 60 to 90 seconds to get super chats on screen, so that's just the frustrating part. That's all. Okay, and we are 12 likes away from 100 likes, which is another free entry, or the first free entry for our Myles Garrett jersey giveaway. So if you have not liked the video yet and you want to get a Myles Garrett jersey, hit that thumbs up button. I see super chats from Jared Roush along with Dr. Pornsack. You ask and I ask and you shall receive. Like, you keep sending super chats in, and I'm gonna keep sounding like an absolute pedophile. But I mean, I will play by the rules of YouTube. Daniel's going to the game on November 3rd to see them beat the Chargers. The Chargers have always been a bit of a tough out for the Browns. Just the last two matchups specifically. I mean, offensive shootouts. Hopefully the Jim Schwartz impact will kind of rein in the Chargers offense. Although with Harbaugh now, it's probably going to be a very, very different look. All right, we are at 103 likes as Paul sends in a $10 super chat. So let's do this. Everyone spam CLE if you want to see the Browns win. And then while you're spamming CLE, producer Reed is going to get all these super chats ready and put on screen for you in just a few short minutes here. But we're also at 35,186 subscribers. So help us reach our milestone of 36,000. If we can get there before the end of today's video, that would truly be an incredible achievement for the channel. So if you're looking for a free Browns YouTube channel, help us out. Hit the sub button down below. And in return, you'll get free Browns content. But start spamming CLE every 100 likes. We're doing a free entry for the Myles Garrett jersey raffle. 2-minute warning of the fourth quarter. I'm going to pick someone out of the chat at the end of this USA possession as LeBron launches a three. That's no good. Rebound Wemby in France. And here come the French the other way. I'll pick a name in 3, 2, 1. Ty Man the Buckeye. Ty Man the Buckeye. So Ty Man the Buckeye, shout out to you. Long time commenter on the channel. Oh, Ty Man always, that's why he's a mod, yeah. Reed is younger than Ty Man in the Chat Sports life, but he's been blocking bots for me for a long time. He is the ultimate mosquito repellent. I would love to have Ty Man in every backyard barbecue. Just fly swatting every bot out of there. So Ty Man the Buckeye with the free entry. We'll do another free entry when we reach 200 likes or when we reach every 100 subscriber mark. So we are 14 subs away from reaching 35,200 subscribers. So 14 of you watching, hit the sub button down below. We'll do another free entry for the Garrett jersey. 27-26 France, U.S. with the ball. Booker 3. Splash! Let's go. U.S. back on top by 2. Dr. Pornsack, I appreciate you. Jordan, go Browns. We'll be watching from beautiful and hot Las Vegas, Nevada. There are 9 Browns bars. I didn't realize there were that many in Vegas. And Winston was my son-in-law's teammate and roommate when they played Team USA baseball. That's pretty cool. Not going to lie. That's a pretty cool little dinner party fact to bring up. If you ever have to middle, if you know that from Curb Your Enthusiasm, that's a pretty good middling story right there. So Go Brownies. I'll be in Vegas, Jordan, at the end of the month. I'm going for USC LSU college football week 1. Just wanted to go to a fun neutral site and had never been to Las Vegas before. So it seemed like a pretty good excuse to go. Brian, will you be drinking beer out of a dog bowl today? That's likely in the forecast for me as this game goes into like the second, third quarter of the preseason game, which can be a snooze fest. So, yeah, I could see the dog bowl getting a lot of work as the U.S. drains another triple, and they're back to a 5-point lead. Curry with the dagger. I went to high school with the starting linebacker on FSU's national championship team with Winston. That's pretty cool. Soul Train's here. Gregory H. is here. So many familiar names and faces in the chat. It's great to see you. Soul Train, your name was actually mentioned at the Browns Report meet and greet. I forgot who it was, but someone's like, I wonder if, Soul Train's coming. And I was like, that'd be pretty cool, but I think he's mentioned that he lives in Florida, so that'd be a long journey. Big monster dunk by Bam Adebayo. 34-29 USA with under 4 to go in the first half. Mike, where did you get the dog bowl? I need one. I literally took it from my dog's dog bowl. Like, this is my dog's dog bowl. At least it was. We got new dog bowls, and then I thought about bringing the dog bowl in to drink out of, and I was about to go to PetSmart just to buy one, and then my girlfriend's like, why don't you just take Cruz's dog bowl? And I'm like, you're right. Girlfriend at the time. So I've got all these fun stickers that I just ordered on Amazon, put on the side. And it's my dog bowl because it's got Tennessee Volunteers in the middle of it. Justin Trimble with a $5 super chat. Let's catch up on some of the previous super chats really quickly. Jarrett Roush with a $5 super chat. Okay, we'll go back to Jarrett's in a moment. Yeah. I already got a jersey. Pass it on to another lucky fan. Jarrett, that's very kind of you. If you want, you can pick a different jersey if you end up winning. We can be flexible. But nevertheless, shout out to Jarrett for being almost as big as a philanthropist as Mr. Jeremy Stallman, who I'm guessing is working right now. But Jarrett, cheers to you, man. That's incredible. Shout out to you for having such a big heart like that. Jarrett, by being followed up by Dr. Pornsack. I love donating just to hear you say my name. This is a pretty good win-win for both of us. You get a weird kink out of it, and I'll take the super chats because it definitely helps support the channel and get me more studio space to get more content out. So cheers to you, Mr. Dr. Porno. Paul Ayers with a $10 super chat. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. The Packers fans that are watching this have learned this is the most entertaining live stream on YouTube. I sure hope so. We don't have a Packers channel here at Chat Sports. That might be one of the next ones that gets launched. But for now, they're stuck with us. And you know what? I hope they have a miserable time. A good but miserable time, if that's possible. Like every single time that they start to have a little bit of fun, we remind them it's still a Browns channel and they got to put up with us. So, Paul, cheers to you. Go Brownies, dude. Beers cheers to all the recent super chats that have flown in. How about just a dog bowl? Voice is already getting a little hoarse. Do you guys remember last year how quickly my voice would go? You'd all make fun of me by the second quarter. No matter what happens in this USA basketball game, Steve Kerr needs to be fired and replaced by Eric Spoelstra. I don't know how he's not just the head coach already. I used to think, this was like middle school me, that Spoelstra wasn't a good coach. It was just LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. Wow, is that a bad take? Frank is going to Thursday Night Football. We got a $5 super chat rolling in from Justin Trimble. Good to see you, Justin. If you want some drunk food in Vegas, go to Dirt Dog. That's actually very helpful because I had never been to Vegas, so I am seeking Rex. How many $5 super chats have we gotten? Because I got to add them to our dog. We got Justin Trimbles, Jarrett Roush, Dr. Pornsack. No, just 5. Just keep it easy. But that's a good rec. If anyone else has been to Vegas, get in the chat right now. Give me some other good recommendations. Got to make sure they're not already on here, but I don't think any of these recent super chats have been added to the board yet. And we reached 100 in super chats right before, 30 minutes before kickoff still. Okay. Justin Trimble. And then I got Jarrett Roush. Yep. Okay. All right, Justin Trimble and Jarrett Roush will add you right now, then Dr. Pornsack in just a moment. But some additions being made to our Browns MVP board for the 2024 season. Jarrett Roush being added to it. I need a new Sharpie. This one has died on me. Jarrett Roush right there next to Justin Trimble. And then I've got to add some pornography. The Kumasatra, what's the book? The Indian book? Kumasatra? I'm not pronouncing that correctly. I've got Dr. Pornsack. All right, here we go. 286 people watching, 117 likes. For anyone just tuning in, reminder, hit that thumbs up button. Just a courteous way to help support the channel. It does you no harm and just does a lot of good. Dr. Pornsack being added to our MVP board below Justin Trimble and Jarrett Roush for their $5 super chats. Let's go, Brownies. 37-33 Team USA with France launching a 3. That's no good. Rebound us. Okay. Kamasutra. That sounds like, I knew I didn't pronounce it correctly, but I was like, I'm in the neighborhood. KD drains a 3, and the lead is up to 7 for the U.S. Let's go. All right, let's get some good comment drivers going here. Let's talk about the upcoming preseason game. We've probably had enough time just getting off topic and talking about random things. So, what are you guys, or who are you guys most excited to see? Let's start right there. Like, this game is not going to feature a young first-round pick or a marquee free agent signing. But who are you watching for in the preseason? Like, who do you want to see play the most? Or who are you most excited to see play? I'm excited to see Mike Hall. I'm excited to see him since he's our earliest draft pick. I don't think we're like, Zach Zinter as a guard is not going to impress us one way or the other too much. But Hall jumps out to me. Can Devin Bush like solidify that starting linebacker role? That'll be a good one to watch. I like this from The Rock, Cedric Tillman. Is Watkins still playing? I believe, Dibble, you're referring to Austin Watkins. No, he's not on the Browns. I forgot who signed him, but someone did. This is going to drive me nuts. No Jerry Jeudy today, by the way. Jerry Jeudy is not playing. Again, the only starters on offense that are playing, Posick, Teller, Bush, Delpit, Emerson. If you're wondering about anyone else, if they're a starter, the answer is no. What's up?
I'm excited to actually see Jameis Winston.
Yeah, Jameis is going to be fun to watch. He'll just be entertaining.
That and say Deshaun Watson goes down again.
Well, I wouldn't do that. Why put that in the universe in the preseason?
Reverse psychology.
That's not how injuries work. Don't. You may be right, but I just don't want to hear it. I just don't want to hear it. After last year, I don't even want to hear it because, like, I know that's me being naive and trying to, like, tune out the possibility of injuries, which are very real in the NFL, but let me live in the bubble for the preseason. You're absolutely right, but let me have the next 3 weeks of injury-freeness in my brain because there's been enough injuries to talk about already. I can't handle hypothetical injuries. I got to deal with the actual injuries of Tomlinson, Newsome, Chubb. Watson's kind of still working his way back, although he looks pretty close to 100%. Deontay Foreman is not playing. Zach Zinter is playing, so he will be out there. Alaskan Dog Pound from Chris Williams. Wow. Tuning in all the way from the Pacific Northwest Plus. By the way, USA's lead has grown 45-36 with 90 seconds to go in the opening half. David, is Ronnie Hickman starting? I mean, we don't know the actual starters, but my guess is yes. Although, if Delpit's playing, I think Rodney McLeod could be starting next to him. So that would likely be your starting safety duo. But it's probably Ronnie Hickman after that. Sucks that DeAnthony Bell is still on the PUP list. Brown should sign Juju. No. I'll tell you why. Because he sucks. He's not good. I remember in 2018 when Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell's departure from Pittsburgh started to really kind of kick into high gear. It's like, oh man, the Steelers lost Bell and Brown, and they replaced him with a Pro Bowler and Juju and James Conner. And while James Conner, I think, has had a really weird, unique career path of being better with his second team than his first team with the Cardinals compared to Steelers, Juju has sucked since 2018. Since that lone Pro Bowl season, he has not been a good wide receiver. He was Patrick Mahomes' number one guy to throw to in a Super Bowl winning year, and he still couldn't even get to 1,000 yards. No, I'm not interested in Juju Smith-Schuster. I don't think the Browns are going to trade for CeeDee Lamb because I don't think the Cowboys are going to trade CeeDee. I know Dallas has been really dumb, and Jerry has mishandled this entire offseason, but I don't think they're actually going to trade CeeDee. I think they're just going to end up having to suck it up and pay him what he wants because they know they cannot lose him. He is a top 3 to 5 wide receiver in football right now, and he is not even 26 years old.
This is a great question.
Yeah, fire away.
I love this question right here.
Oh, is football back? Football is not back.
Let's get PD riled up.
Football is not back. I'll tell you why it's not back. If football was back, the starters would be playing. I have so many reasons. But man, you're excited when you wake up today because there's Browns football on the screen until you get the list of inactives. And it's longer than the list of active players. And you're like, well, this isn't really what I was looking forward to. This isn't even the Browns team, really. Because when we look back at the 2024 Browns, it's not going to be about, hopefully, Tyler Huntley and DTR. When all the starters are not out there, it's not even, remotely resembling the regular season team. So, football is not back.
I'm seeing a lot of yeses in the chat.
Football is back if football is back, then when the regular season kicks off against the Cowboys, no one is allowed to say football is back again. Because if it's already back now, how can it be back again? Did it go somewhere in between? No. Preseason football is here. You can say that. You can be excited if you want to. I think preseason, and I think the NFL reducing from 4 to 3 games proved how unnecessary it is because there was really any pushback at all from dropping a preseason game. It's kind of the biggest joke in the world. It's really awesome for those that are living out a lifelong dream to make it to the NFL and for their friends and family to see them play on the greatest stage of football. But when the regular season starts, who remembers last year? We actually were going at each other's throats over Austin Watkins making the roster. Didn't freaking matter. You had Amari Cooper, Elijah Moore, DPJ, Senator Tillman get all the snaps anyway. Kathy, I agree. Football is back when the NFL kicks off. I've always been more of an NFL guy than college guy. Not that I don't like college, but I'm 51-49 NFL over college. France got a buzzer beater to make it an 8-point game going into halftime. So it's going to be 49-41 after 2 halves or 2 quarters from Paris. But the U.S. having a strong early start and an early lead going into the halftime break. All right, with that, I should probably get the preseason game on now. Do you remember how to get to it? I'll let you. Which remote do you want? This one? Get after it, cowboy. Greasy flights here. I can't watch the CFL. Yeah, it is a warm up to football being back. Yeah, I can work with that. It's a nice appetizer. It's actually, I'll say this, NFL preseason football is not an appetizer. Let me backtrack even more. NFL preseason football is an appetizer that you didn't pick. Have you ever been seated with someone and they're like, hey, do you want to get an app? And you're like, sure. And they're like, ooh, let's get the Brussels sprouts. And you're like, well, I don't want to be rude and say no, but if I was looking at the 8 appetizers, that would have been the last one I picked. So yes, it is an appetizer, but it's the appetizer you didn't want. It's not the good one. It's not the potato skins. It's not the mozzarella sticks. It's the Brussels sprouts. It's the spinach. It's like, I wasn't really excited about sharing a salad with you.
What about, are you a big spinach artichoke dip person?
I'm not a big, I like it, but I won't order it.
No, me neither.
Not that I dislike it, but I can always find something I like more. That's why. Yeah, I also don't like Brussels sprouts at all. And that might not be a popular opinion, but it should be a popular opinion. They suck. I do not like Brussels sprouts whatsoever. Justin Trimble with a $5 super chat. I'll take it from here. Yeah, I know. I figured we just watch the Raiders-Vikings game for the next 15 minutes. Justin Trimble. By the way, we're 4 subs away from reaching 35,200. 4 more subscribers, and that's another free entry for the Myles Garrett jersey raffle we're going to do at the 2-minute warning. Miami Mac is in the chat. Good to see you, Mac. 3rd and 2 for Sam Darnold and the Vikings as we tune into their preseason game. Incomplete pass. Incomplete pass. We'll get these super chats on screen for you in just a moment here. Dibble, but Petey, that appetizer can sometimes surprise you in how good it can be. If I've had 100 appetizers I didn't want, I was surprised one time maybe. Joshua, new subscriber, loving the channel so far, brother. Cheers to you, Josh. Josh, for being a new subscriber, I want to give you a dog bowl. Appreciate you hanging out with us today. Go Brownies, Josh. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. Let's go. 3 subscribers away. Let's get ourselves to 35,200. And we'll have a free jersey entry on 4th and goal. It is incomplete for the Vikings. Turnover on downs. Justin and Mac, the software is having some issues with the super chat, so we just got to work on it manually. It just takes an extra 90 seconds, so my apologies. Justin, regular season is my drug, and preseason is my methadone. It gets me by. Does it get you? I guess it kind of helps get you by. When the NFL inevitably goes to 18 regular season games and they then take away another preseason game like they did when they went to 17 games, no one's going to bat an eye at one less preseason game. And not that anyone should be upset about losing a preseason game, but it does mean you have to get by a little bit longer with less preseason football. Like, they're not going to move the regular season up a week. At least I don't believe they would. I don't think they would move it into August. They like it starting in September. So if you don't have an issue with having one less game to hold you over that long, I still can't believe that preseason football would mean that much to anyone then. Justin, cheers to you, though. Shout out to you for supporting us like that with a $5 super chat. Go Brownies. And Mac with a $5 super chat. That's on our way as well. We got David Snyder in the chat. We have Daniel, Nicholas, Greasy Flight. If you're excited for Browns football to get underway, even if it's just preseason, drop a CLE for me in the chat. 430 people watching with us right now. 141 likes. Let's make this the #1 Browns channel for all watch parties this entire season. Who else is going live 1 hour before kickoff? By the way, I don't know if anyone else keeps up with Browns Reporter and Browns Twitter as closely as I like to do, but I did get a good chuckle out of the obligatory post that every single beat reporter did today of the empty stadium that they arrived to 7 hours before the kickoff, just so everyone knows, like, hey, look how good at my job I am. I was here before even the concession workers to open the gates were. CLE's in the chat. We got Josh, we got Nicholas, Dr. You Know What, Lloyd. Cool guy called Zone. Cool guy. Good to see you, dude. Miami Mac. Hot take. Tyler Huntley takes the third string spot and DTR is gone. That, I would say, constitutes as a little bit of a hot take. It's just that DTR has looked really good from what I've heard and seen. So it would have to kind of come out of nowhere a little bit, but Tyler Huntley's got the experience. He's actually started more than just 2 or 3 regular season games. He started a playoff game, for crying out loud. So I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. I'm not going to shoot you down on that one. I kind of feel like Ty goes to DTR just because that was an Andrew Berry draft pick. I don't think he wants to give up on him after just one season when he hasn't done anything wrong necessarily. I think they just wanted to bring on Huntley as a little bit of insurance policy because Watson and DTR were both dealing with injuries. Ken G with a $2 super chat. We are 12 minutes away from kickoff. Let's go. Here we go, Brownies. Raiders-Vikings, by the way, a rematch of last year's 3-0 game from Las Vegas. Scoreless in this one. How is Aiden O'Connell looking? He is battling with Gardner Minshew for that starting gig in Las Vegas. Let's peek into the Raiders game right now. Aiden O'Connell rifles one over the middle. That Brock Bowers or Mayer? Dallas Turner for the Vikings. First-round pick out of Alabama on the field. Ty Man the Buckeye leading the charge. CLEs. Brandon Collins getting a CLE in. Love to see it. 518 people watching right now. Who are you guys most excited to see today in the preseason? 3 names that pop into my head right now. Jameis Winston, because it's Jameis Winston. We have to be entertained. It's preseason football. I only ask of 2 things. No injuries, and that's not really in their control. And don't make it be a 4-hour game. Those are the worst for preseason. So, Jameis Winston, just from an excitement and entertainment value. Can Cedric Tillman show us on the field what we've heard all offseason, which is that this guy has been killing it in his offseason workouts. He's looking better than ever, and we're super excited to have him for this upcoming season. And then I'll toss out rookie Mike Hall. First pick, second round for the Cleveland Browns. He'll be going with the first-team defense most likely. Maybe they go with Siaka Ika and then make a change after a little bit. But I'm excited to see those 3 guys. Let me know which players you guys are most excited to see in the comment section right now. As David Botner with a $50 super chat. Let's go! David Botner, ladies and gentlemen. Bow down to the bot. I'm ready for this great season upon us. It's time to take the division. Let's go, baby. Let's go. David Botner. Let's go, Brownies. Let's go. Thank you, sir. A little Yankee swap. That's broken, yeah. The Sharpie I had started to die, so I asked someone in the bullpen, can they bring me a new one? And Smitty walks in, he's like, you lying son of a bitch. You already had a Sharpie. It's like, no, I've got a bad one. David Botner, cheers to you, man. Little dog bowl for you, my friend. Let's go, Brownies, David.
You know what, Petey? I think for that, we can spin the wheel.
No. I was just thinking the same thing. We have a wheel with some really cool items on it for a $20 super chat. I want it to be all natural the first time.
Okay.
No Mickey Mouse wheel spins.
All right.
$20 super chat. It's got a lot of really fun items on it to keep you guys entertained during this preseason game. $20 super chat, and we'll spin that wheel. So if you want to find out what's on it, there's some really cool stuff, and you want to support the channel at the same time, $20 super chat. I'm seeing a lot of Davids in the chat. Oh, for David Botner. I thought it was David Bell for a moment. Like, we're that excited to see David Bell play today? I guess so. Yeah, sure. Why not? Botner and Tim Green being added to the Brown and Orange Club. Shout out to both of you. You'll see your names all over our watch parties for the remainder of the 2024 season. Let's go Brownies, boys and girls. Let's go Brownies. Still 0-0, by the way, between the Raiders and the Vikings. If anyone decided to throw their life savings on this preseason matchup. John Porter, a $10 super chat. Let's go, John. Is it working? Did we get the magic back? We had the magic back for a moment for David's super chat. John, here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. Cheers to you, John. Thank you so much for watching us as always. Let's go, Browns, Mr. Porter. Let's go, Browns. Miami Mac, Denzel Ward just posted on his story. What did he post? What did he post? You got to let me know. Ayuk down to 2 options. I wanted to talk about Ayuk a little bit. Choices are to stay with the 49ers or be traded to the Steelers. We should probably talk about Amari Cooper and Brandon Ayuk. With 652 people hanging out with us right now, let's kind of go through the timeline. I think that's a good starting point. And then we'll catch up on the Super Chats in a moment. So, the timeline of events are, we got in a report on Sunday, was it? Today's Saturday, last week, about Amari Cooper, about the Browns being interested and a contender to land. Brandon Ayuk from a 49ers reporter. It came down to the Browns, the Patriots, the Steelers, and the Commanders, with initially the Commanders being out, and it looks like they're still staying out. The Steelers dropping out because they did not have a good enough trade offer to San Francisco, but the Browns and the Patriots putting together a good enough trade offer to San Francisco. Then we saw the Patriots drop out, and some speculation is because Ayuk rejected the offer that the Patriots had for him when it comes to a contract extension. And I don't think it was because it was a low ball. I think it's because he didn't want to go play in New England, didn't want to join Drake May as a rookie and be a part of that youth project they're building from the ground up in Foxborough. So then that kind of just left the Browns for like 12 hours where they were the only team that made an offer to Brandon Ayuk contract-wise and made a good enough trade offer to the 49ers that San Francisco would accept. So all of a sudden, the Browns are the only one left at the dance floor. And then the Steelers re-emerged because they started to pick talks up with the 49ers again for a fair trade package. And then it looked like the Browns were dropped out of the race. And, I mean, it kind of stings to say it out loud, but it seems like the reason was Ayuk didn't want to go to Cleveland. I don't know the reason why. I don't know if he didn't feel like it'd be a good fit for him schematically-wise, or if he just didn't want to go live and play in Cleveland. I have a really tough time believing the latter. Money talks, and if the Browns were willing to give him the contract he wanted, I'm sure he'd have no problem buying a really nice home in Cleveland or in Berea or in Brook Park or somewhere in that area. So it's tough to accept that as the truth, but it appears the Browns are out, and just as they kind of get pulled out of the Brandon Ayuk trade saga, a report came out that Cleveland offered Amari Cooper, and Amari Cooper posted on his Instagram story, LOL, I would have done that. And that had the whole fan base kind of torn inside. Did we just piss off Cooper? Is he going to be okay? Is he mad? I mean, I can't envision that he's happy, but I hope that feelings and relationships aren't permanently fractured and that we can get through this season all hunky-dory, no problems. But we've been there before with OBJ and Baker Mayfield where when things went public, when Odell Beckham's dad posted on Instagram, was it? A 5-minute hit piece on Baker Mayfield missing OBJ. It led to his release a few hours later. So I don't think we can completely rule out this having some sort of long-term impact for the remainder of the season. But we also can't say how Amari Cooper feels. We have no idea if Cooper is pissed, upset, frustrated, unhappy. I mean, those are all different emotions with different degrees of pissed offness, right? Or is he looking at it like, you know what? This is a business. The Browns are trying to do what's best for their team. And Had I gone to San Francisco, I would have been happy to be a 49er, but I'm happy to stay here and be a Brown. I want to believe that's his approach because that's kind of what's best for the Browns. If Cooper takes it on the chin, no problem. But we ultimately cannot decide how Cooper feels. That's where I'm going to draw the line. If anyone tells you Cooper is happy or unhappy, they're just telling you what they think he would have done. Okay. Browns game, by the way, shout out to NFL Plus. They just skipped the whole kickoff. So we are live right now. 2nd and 4. Packers have the football. We missed first down. Gotta love NFL Plus. They just did not stream the opening kickoff of the game. Here's Jordan Love on 2nd and 4. He checks it down. And no gain on the play. Kind of a loss. Diabate, the linebacker. So apologies for missing first down on the kickoff. NFL Plus is what I'm working off of here. And they just decided, you don't need to see that. We'll start at 2nd and 4, PD, and you're going to like it. So here we are. 3rd down coming up. We also reached 35,200 subscribers, so another free entry for that jersey raffle. We'll get to that done after this 3rd down play, and we'll catch up on all the super chats in just a moment. 3rd and 5, though. Span those threes. Span those threes. Jordan Love in the gun. Takes the snap. Surveys the field, throws down the right sideline. Man wide open. This is going to be a touchdown. Touchdown Packers. Dontavian Wicks was all by himself. I think that might be Ronnie Hickman in coverage. But it's an easy throw and catch for 6. Touchdown Green Bay. That's a big-time bummer. This game started early, by the way. I'm a little surprised by that. Opening kickoff was a touchback, and NFL Plus has frozen up on me. I'm going to have an aneurysm. David, you can only watch it out of network if you live out of network on either NFL Network, but not every game is on NFL Network. Only some are. The Browns game is not. Or via NFL Plus, which is a trash streaming service. It's slow. It sucks. It freezes all the time. It drives me up the wall. Well, it only took 3 plays for the Packers to link up for a 65-yard touchdown. Josh, good to see you here. I hate NFL Plus. It just freezes so much. It's such a trash product. But 7-0 bad guys. Not a good start. Browns will get the ball next. So we'll get to see Jameis Winston be a hero and lead a comeback. I can't believe I've never seen a game start early before. That's kind of a first. Yeah. I'm just trying to get it up to speed. Josh, you should 100% cancel in the preseason. I would cancel at halftime of the 3rd preseason game, just to send a message. Brandon Collins typing 3. Can't handle this. Crappy TV or crappy NFL product, whatever. All right, let's catch up on some super chats here while we're at commercial. 7-0 Packers, a 65-yard touchdown. John Porter, here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. Cheers to you, John. Appreciate you hanging out with us as always. Next super chat coming in from Jason Douglas. $20 super chat. First time super chatter. Wheel spin coming up in just a minute. But first, here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. Let's go, Brownies. Jason, we'll do that wheel spin for you in just a minute. We're going to catch up on all the other super chats first. Next super chat rolling in from Finn Lamp, our friend over in Germany. Let's go, Browns. Thanks again for the helmet. cheers to you, Finn. I'm happy to hear that you enjoy the helmet. Enjoy the Browns game you're coming across the pond for. Go Brownies, Finn. And I forgot to say good morning in German. Otherwise, I would have really nailed that super chat read. But Guten Tag. We'll go with that. Yeah. Danke, Finn. Are we all caught up on super chats? That last one from Finn Lamp? Okay. So we owe a wheel spin. Let's do that wheel spin during the kickoff because this is going to be, I wouldn't say for sure touchback, but a lot of the kickoffs have been touchbacks. No, this one's directionally kicked to the 10-yard line, return across the 25, out across the 30, all the way to the 36. So the Packers learned a lesson that time. They could have just kicked out of the back of the end zone. Instead, they tried to trust their kick return or kick coverage team, and it cost them 6 yards. All right. Joshua Miller with a $2 super chat. We'll throw that on screen for you in just a second here. But first, a wheel spin for Mr. Jason Douglas. Spin that wheel. As Jameis Winston and the offense break the huddle, first down coming up. Wheel spin, NFL hot take. First and 10, quick throw. Cedric Tillman caught, gain of 3. Hot take, you ready? I think the Tennessee Titans will have the first overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. I think they improved their roster if this was a fantasy football team by adding some known receivers, but I don't know why we're sold on Will Levis already. I feel like there's still some work to do on that front. The offensive line, it picked up some help, but Brian Callahan was the best addition, and he's like 65 years old. Defense isn't anything crazy to write home about. I feel like the Titans with a new head coach could be the worst team in football. So that's my hot take. $20 wheel spin. We got a lot of other fun items on that wheel. Third down coming up, Ken Dorsey. My guess is he'll get a chance to call some plays today. Remember last year in the preseason, AVP got to call plays? Third down coming up. Jameis Winston and company. Breaking the huddle. Decent turnout from the dog pound. Can't expect crazy numbers for a preseason game. It's been like this across the board. Snap to Winston. He checks it down. It's caught. First down. Am I that far behind? And David Bell moves the chains for Cleveland. Can you ask Sam how he checked with the Wi-Fi the TV was on? You can see? All right, let's do it the next. I guess we'll do it. I'll do the next commercial. Try to just gut out this drive here. First down, Brownies. The worst part is when it freezes, it doesn't even let you catch up. You're just permanently stuck behind. It says you're live, but you're not live. First and 10. Cleveland, down 7. Packers scored on their opening drive on play number 3, a 65-yard touchdown. Winston under center. Takes the snap. It's a run for Jerome Ford, and 34 will get 3 yards. Only 2 starters on the offensive line. I guess 3, technically, or 2.5, we'll call it. Posick, Teller, and DeJuan Jones. So, potentially your entire right side of the offensive line, but no Jed Wills. He's still on the PUP list, so James Hudson at his place. And then left guard, no Joel Petonio, and no Michael Dunn either. I think we have Zach Zinter at left guard. Hello. 2nd and 8. Winston throwing, right side, caught, first down, big gain. And Jameis putting on some highlights early on here. And a little bit of a fight right now. I love it. That's Michael Woods. Remember him? 6th-round pick out of Oklahoma. Went to Arkansas, transferred to Norman. Unfortunately, tore his Achilles last June, training over the offseason. Missed all of 2023. He's been really sharp so far in training camp. He's making a good push for a roster spot again. First and 10. Snap to Winston. He's pressured. He's sacked. Down he goes. Jameis Winston is sacked on first down. That'll bring up 2nd and long. We got the Super Chats all built. Second and 17. That Lucas Van Ness, first-round pick out of Iowa. 731 people watching, 192 likes. We're 8 likes away from another free entry, and we owe one for the 100 mark on subscribers. So we have 2 free entries coming up in just a second. Flag on the play. We'll get to both these 2 free entries. Delay a game. How do you have delay games in preseason? I mean, actually, that makes a lot of sense. There should be a lot of delay games in preseason. Delay a game, so it'll be 2nd and 22. I mean, just completely wiping out the big play you got with Michael Woods. Going back 12 yards. Keys to the game. Rhythm in the passing game. There are no keys to the game in the preseason. Oh, did the Browns actually nullify the delay of game with the timeout? I think they did. Stefanski avoided delay of game by burning one of his timeouts. So 2nd and 17 coming up for Jameis Winston. Come on. In the gun. Trips on the right. Jameis takes the snap. Looking to throw. Does that. Right side. Oh, he had a man. Cedric Tillman. Throw wasn't quite on target. Tillman had to reach out for it. Could not make the catch. And 3rd and 17 coming up. By the way, one of the other inactives today, Dustin Hopkins, which means we get the Cade York experience for a 2nd straight preseason. Who's excited? Who's excited? All right, after this 3rd and 17, we're going to do a free entry or two free entries for the jersey. So start spamming CLE in the chat. Spam CLE if you want a Myles Garrett jersey. 3rd and 17. TV froze on me. Winston has dropped back. As it's currently frozen, it looks like he has a pretty good pocket. Let's see what happens on 3rd and 17. Oh. Well, it skipped all the way ahead to a Cade York field goal. So I've got to assume that they did not get the first and it ended up with a Cade York field goal. Do you want to check out what Wi-Fi it's on? Joshua Miller, Matt Lander's preseason prints, 6'4" with 4.3 speed. I like it, Josh. I like it. I have no pushback on this one. I feel like the only Watkins. I feel like preseason princes tend to be quarterbacks just because they get so much of the football. Do you want to try CS2? John Porter with a $2 super chat. PD, why aren't you wearing 24? I wanted to wear my Amari Cooper jersey to show solidarity with our guy Coop. No, that's when we were on last time. That was worse. I don't know, but it was. That's what we started off on. That's all we had to work with. So I guess we can try that. Oh. Preseason football indeed. Yeah, let's do a free entry. So I'm picking two names out of the chat. Start spamming CLE right now if you want to get a free entry for the Myles Garrett jersey raffle at the 2-minute warning of the 4th quarter. I'm going to pick someone in 3, 2, 1. I've got Cool Guy Cold Zone. Cool Guy. That's the first entry. Cool Guy. Second one coming up in 3, 2, 1. I've got Ramsey CH. I think Ramsey will suffice, though. Cool Guy and Ramsey getting free entries. This Wi-Fi might be worse immediately. We got to bounce back. Not that any of them were much better. But that was when we were on yesterday. Try the HQ. Oh, this is good. Thank God it's just a preseason. Here on me. If you want a free entry for the Myles Garrett, I see Cool Guy and Ramsey. Oh, Nicholas is a Packers fan. If you talk shit in the preseason, that is depressing. That means the preseason is your regular season. I actually, and this will sound bad, I want the Browns to go 2-1 in the preseason. I do not want them to sweep. You go 3-0 in the preseason, you are peaking too early. I would love the Browns to go 2-1. Don't want to go 0-3. Like, get some win in just because of the, morale boost to the guys that won't make the roster. That'd be a fun memory for them in the locker room. Definitely don't want to go 3-0. Definitely don't want to go 3-0. Joshua Miller with a $2 super chat. We're back. 2nd and 9 for the Packers. They're at their own 31-yard line. I'm sorry for the technical issues. Jordan Love is already out of the game, by the way. Incomplete pass. I'm just at the mercy of NFL Plus and I guess our office Wi-Fi having a bad day today. Time for the York jersey. Yeah, he's 1 for 1. I tweeted out that Cade York's going to go 1 for 3, but the one make would be the game winner. So he's already proven me wrong. Sean Clifford, by the way, is in at quarterback. Penn State indeed. How he got a spot in the NFL, I don't know. 3rd and 9. Snap to Clifford. Throws down the right sideline. Incomplete. Had a good look. Khalifa Halasse in on the coverage. 35,229 subscribers. If you have not liked the video yet and have not subscribed, do one or both. And when we reach every 100 mark, we'll do a free entry for the Myles Garrett jersey raffle. They called a penalty on Khalifa Halasse, by the way. So, first down Packers, defensive holding. First and 10, Green Bay. Clifford under center. Takes the snap. Ball! A.J. Dillon scooped it up. Did not get a good handle on it. Oh, no, that's Max Melton, actually. The Rutgers wide receiver, right? Or am I thinking the Rutgers DB? Regardless. Quick little jet sweep. He did not get a good handle on it. Hit the turf. Bounced right back up to him. Ran for 4 yards. Rodney McLeod is in at safety. So he's probably the only, real name on the field right now, along with Devin Bush. That's going to see serious snaps in the regular season. And we have an offsides. I think Sam Kamara jumped off sides. So 5 free yards for Green Bay. Encroachment on the defense. Dang. Mike Hall is in. Let's watch Mike Hall this snap. Let's see what the rookie does, huh? What do you guys say? I want to watch Mike Hall. I want to watch Devin Bush and Rodney McLeod. Those are the 3 guys I want to keep a close eye on. Second and 1, Mike Hall. Yes. I mean, that's not the play made by Mike Hall, but it's a nice play by Isaiah Thomas. On 2nd and 1, it's a loss of 1, 3rd and 2. Nice job by Thomas, 7th round pick from Oklahoma.
Spam those S's, baby. We need a big stop. Big stop. That was really good. Oh, I was about to say something crazy.
So, third down. Spam those 3. Oh, S for stop. That works too. Yeah, spam those S's. I don't think 3 worked last time, so we'll switch it up now. 3rd and 2. Let's watch Hall. He's still in. He's in the middle. Kind of playing like a 2 technique. And it's going to be a stop. Devin Bush, I think, was leading the way. If we can get a rewind on that. I was too busy focusing on my call. But A.J. Dillon, he runs into Devin Bush in the hole. Devin Bush is on his knees. He pops up, and he drives him back. This is mano a mano. He's working from one knee, and he pushes him back. 4th and 1, the Packers are going to go for it at their 46-yard line. Browns show all-out blitz, and they do that exactly, and Dillon's not going to get it. He's not going to get it. Turnover on downs. Let's go. So the Browns defense forces a turnover on downs, and Jameis and company will get the ball at midfield. Jim Schwartz was like, this is preseason. I'm going to actually just go to Madden and do like the coach suggestion, which is like fire blitz. We're going to have our 2 corners and our 2 safeties, maybe even blitz one of the 2 safeties, have 3 guys, engage 8. Let's go. All right, while they're at commercial, let me tell you guys about our great sponsor for today's live stream, which is Game Time. If you want to go catch a Browns preseason or regular season game, a Guardians game, any other sporting event in your area or a concert, check out Game Time today. They've got an awesome deal for the Dog Pound where you can get $20 off your first purchase when you download the Game Time app and use promo code Chat Sports. Now, one of my favorite features of the Game Time app is they offer the Game Time guarantee, which is if you find tickets in the same section and row for less, Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. So download Game Time today and use promo code Chat Sports. Once again, that's CHAT Sports. First purchase only, terms apply, but I put all that information in the comments and description of today's video. So go support Game Time because they do an excellent job of supporting us here at Chat Sports. All right, making our way through the first half. It is 7-3, Packers leading the Browns, but Cleveland just got the ball at midfield. So we'll update that scoreboard for you guys. 7-3, Green Bay over Cleveland. Approaching our next little milestone of subscribers, our baby milestone of subscribers. We're at 35,237. So help us reach 35,300. When we get there, that's another free entry for the Myles Garrett jersey giveaway. We're going to run that at the 2-minute warning of the 4th quarter. All right, who's in the chat? I got Debbie. I got J-Dog. I've got Nicholas. I've got William. Oh, they changed to Tyler Huntley. Well, it was fun while it lasted. This is why I can't stand the preseason. You don't even get the backups for very long. It's just 3rd and 4th stringers for 2.5 quarters.
Because, like, I also like watching the backups play. Like, they're good at the number 2s.
They could actually have a role.
Yeah, the number 2s are actually
they're the first man up. You want to know what you have in the backups if their name gets called, which in the NFL, you're not going to have all 22 starters for all 17 games. But we're robbed of that. That's a good question. So while the Browns break their huddle, I want to share with you guys the number we put up for our Super Chat total last year in the first preseason game. It was the Jets Hall of Fame game, 976 USD. We're at 205 right now, so a long ways to go. But I love to say, chipping away, baby. So if you want to help us take down last year's Super Chat total, help this channel continue to grow year over year, Super Chats are a great way to do it. Very much appreciated. But if you can't do it, liking the video is an excellent way to help out as well. I think there's also something to be said about Tyler Huntley going second over Dorian Thompson-Robinson. I'm guessing next week those two will probably flip-flop, but it's worth mentioning, is it not? So Huntley getting a go with the second but really third team offense since all the starters on offense sat. Pierre Strong Jr., by the way, in at running back right now. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. It's a run for Strong, and there is nowhere to run. Loss of 1 or 2 yards on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 3. I see Luke Whippler in. Zach Zinter is in. So, some guys on the offensive line to keep an eye on, I suppose. I mean, it's preseason football, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let anyone tell you that this is some monumental difference maker for the regular season. 3rd and 3 from the Green Bay 38. Snap. It's an option, and I think Huntley made the wrong decision. Hands it off. It's a loss of 1. 4th and 4 coming up. I mean, the Browns are just kind of getting pushed around right now in the trenches. Lucas Van Ness, a first-round pick from last year, is feasting on these Browns backup offensive linemen. Josh with a $2 super chat. Appreciate you, Josh. Has there been an Amari Cooper sighting at the game? Yes, he was working out on the field before the game. He looked in good spirits, which is something you usually say when they lost a family member, when that's not the case here. The Browns on 4th down are going to throw for it. They get the first down. There's a flag. First down, David Bell inside the game time red zone. Flag on the play, though. Could wipe away a 20-yard pickup and a first down. Let's see what it is. Pass interference. Offense. On Cedric Tillman. I'm guessing he got caught trying to set a little bit of a pick for David Bell. Let's see. Is this a rub route or is it a screen? And this is offensive pass interference. Yeah, I'm not going to be too upset over that call. So, Josh, Amari Cooper's at the game. He's on the sideline. I mean, he has to be. You know, he's on the team. If he's not there, it's a holdout, subject to fines. And you cannot, by the way, take those fines away. $50,000 a day. It's a lot of money. So the Browns are actually going to punt. After acquiring the ball at midfield, they went backwards 4 yards. And Bojorquez, right from the 50-yard line, sends it high into the Northeast Ohio sky, and this will bounce into the end zone. Man, one of the gunners for Cleveland was right by the ball, could have downed it inside the 20, but it hopped away from him. And it's 7-3, Packers over the Browns with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. They're at commercial break. Quick reminder, we have a fun Super Chat menu today. $2 Super Chat, beers, cheers. We got the dog bowl out, so we'll do some dog bowls for everyone. We had one from Josh just fly in a moment ago. So, Josh, cheers to you, my man. Go Brownies. $5 Super Chat will add you to our Dog Pound MVP poster. It's got a lot of legendary names of the channel. Tim Green, Joshua Miller, Ryan Chowdhury, Cool Guy Called Zone, Has Been, Sub-Zero, Ray Bidding, Ty Man the Buckeye, Justin Trimble, Mike Dibble. So $5 Super Chat will add you to our board. $10 Super Chat gets you entered into our Myles Garrett jersey raffle. So we're going to have that raffle go underway at the 2-minute warning of the fourth quarter. So if you want to get entered in that, get yourself a brand new Myles Garrett jersey. $10 Super Chat will toss your name in the hat. Or every 100 likes and 100 subscribers we pick up, we'll do a free edition from the chat. So if you're unable to Super Chat but you still want to be a part of it, like the video and subscribe. $20, we've got a really fun wheel. Shout out to, was it Jason, who's in the first $20 Super Chat? Shout out to Jason, Jason Douglas. Every $20 Super Chat, we've got a fun mystery wheel we're going to spin. So if you want to see what's on it, there's some really cool things, $20 Super Chat. And then $50, we've got Tim Green and David Botner are part of the Brown and Orange Club. We're going to run that club all season long. I want to show them some love for going above and beyond to support the channel. So, $50 super chat will get you plenty of screen time for the remainder of the season, the entire season, really. Which Browns defensive player was formerly with the Packers? D's, Darius Smith. We got Snapple trivia. I fucking love trivia. We got 2 former Vikings, in Tomlinson and Jordan Hicks, though. I love trivia. You know what's impossible, though? College football Aflac trivia. Whoever writes those questions is 110 years old and only wants to know about who won the Heisman in 1962. I've never got an Aflac trivia question correct. It's like, name 5 coaches. Like, whoa, slow down. 1st and 10. Clifford's going to tuck it and run, and he'll pick up 2 yards. Joshua Miller with a $2 super chat. Let York try the 70-yarder. It's preseason. I don't hate that logic. It is preseason. You have nothing to really gain. I mean, I'm sure you can get a look at some of the gunners on the punt coverage team, but in the preseason, I'd rather you let the guys try and go for it on 4th down. Let them just play football. Or have your kicker kind of get a live game rep in and put them under some preseason pressure, which last year kind of broke Cade York, and that led to the best D-Hop known to man coming to Cleveland. 2nd and 8, gain of just 1 for the Packers on a little bit of a trick play. Miles Harden making the tackle, 7th-round pick from South Dakota.
It's
3rd down. Let's go. Spam those threes. Spam those threes. 3rd and 7. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Third and 7. Clifford in the gun. Takes the snap. Throws over the middle. That's caught, 1st down. Damn. Could someone in the chat update me on the Team USA France basketball score? Soul Train. Also, have to keep in mind that Green Bay is playing more significant starters compared to Cleveland. Yeah, that's a fair point. That's why I don't really care too much about the team performance in preseason. I'm much more focused on the individuals. 1st and 10. Super chat isn't working. I'm not surprised. Nothing seems to be working right now. 80-69 USA. Thank you, Jonathan. William, appreciate your kind message. Let's go, Brownies, Will. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. 1st and 15 after a penalty to the Packers.
So
Super Chat is not working when I try.
If it's not working, try.
The only other solution I can offer is Venmo. It's not as traditional, but Venmos actually are a little bit better. 1st and 15. Quick throw outside, right side, and that is caught for a gain of like 5. Super Chats can actually be a little bit more beneficial to hear us here at Chat Sports because YouTube takes about, 30% of your Super Chat money and puts it in their own pockets. Whereas Venmos go 100% right to us. So if you want to, go above and beyond truly to support us here and you want us to get all the Super Chat money or, Venmo money, Venmos are a great way. My Venmo is Matthew Petey. Matthew, wait, anyone spells Matthew in this world? And Petey, P-E-T-E-Y. And we can throw that Venmo on screen still. 2nd and 11, pass is incomplete, went through the hand. So Venmo is the only solution I can offer if now Super Chats aren't working. Third and 11. Clifford drops back, looking, Checking it down, and this is going to be a pickup of 4. It'll be 4th down, though. Miles Harden, the 7th-round pick, making a nice play on the tackle. And that's the end of the first quarter. So after 1, 7-3 Packers. All right, the next needy question is how much time is left in the USA basketball game? I see they're leading. I'm hoping there's not much time left. Are Super Chats really not working? That's so frustrating, just that. Nothing seems to be working right now. 6 minutes or 4? Okay. All right. Well, if Super Chats are not working and you still want a Super Chat, like you want to send $10 in, you can Venmo that. It's Matthew Petey. Yeah, we'll put it on screen for you so you can actually see it in writing, but it's Matthew, 2 T's, and then P-E-T-E-Y, Petey. And we can throw those Venmos on screen and everything. I'm sorry Super Chats are not working. Steelers got creamed by the Texans. Yeah, for a franchise that took a lot of pride in their preseason performance for a long time, like, now they're trying to act like that's not a good thing. Okay. They got their shit rocked, though. All right. That's the Venmo handle, at Matthew Petey. Letter for letter. Super Chat menu, though. No Cash App. I don't have Cash App. I'm sorry. I hate to be difficult. Ty Man the Buckeye. Nicholas here. Here's the Super Chat menu. All these also work for Venmo, too. It's apples to apples. Venmo's actually kind of somewhat preferred just because, like I said, YouTube takes a cut of all Super Chats. Venmos go directly to us, though, so it allows our channel to grow at a better rate and a little bit more efficiency, and you kind of get more value, and all of your money goes right to where you want it to go and not to some rich dude in Silicon Valley. But $2 Super Chat, or Venmo in the same case here. We got the dog bowl out. $5 gets you added to our MVP poster board. $10 for doing that Myles Garrett jersey raffle at the 2-minute warning of the fourth quarter. $20 Super Chat and or Venmo. Wheel spin. We got a fun wheel for everyone today. So we've already got one wheel spin. We'd love to get a second one in. And then $50 gets you added to our Brown and Orange Club. We'll show that throughout the entire 2024 season. So if you really want to get some love for being one of the MVPs of the channel, $50, and we'll show that to you all year long. Thank you, Martin. Martin, my man. 6-point game. 4th and 7. Packers punt it away. Jalen Darden is back to return it. Return starts at the 8, gets across the 10, and not much further than that. No, Myles Garrett is not playing. Kathy, we are still doing the duck races. We'll do the duck race today for the Myles Garrett jersey. We're 30 likes away from 300 likes. And we'll throw it on screen for you right now, less than 60 subscribers away from 35,300, which would be another free addition to the Myles Garrett jersey raffle. Duck races are elite. No doubt about that. Noah, what was the Venmo again? It's Matthew Petey. Let me throw the Venmo on one more time. 1st and 10 for the Browns. Run to the left side. And a gain of 8 for Pierre Strong. 2nd down coming up. Ooh, Ronnie Hickman and David Bell both dealing with injuries. Not ideal. I mean, you just don't like to see anyone have their preseason cut short when they're clinging on to a roster spot. Under center. Huntley will hand it off. Ooh, Pierre bounces outside. Wow. Gain of about 9 yards when it looked like it would have been a loss of 2. But quick feet from Pierre Strong Jr., he motors his way to a 1st down.
Get those ones in there, baby. Let's
Get those
go.
ones in the chat.
That was a really cool play.
Yeah. Martin, keep the updates coming. You are my eyes. 1st and 10. Huntley, play fake. Steps up in the pocket, rolls to his right. He'll tuck it and run, and he will slide after a gain of 6. 2nd down. Second and 4. Huntley in the gun. Oh, he's great trivia for Pro Bowler. David, what's your Venmo? We'll throw the Venmo back on. I feel like I've done this. I don't know if I'm getting got or if you guys are just genuinely curious. 3rd and 4. Like, if I were in the chat for my own streams, I would definitely try and fuck with me a little bit. Like, that's just the simplest way to put it. And I don't blame anyone for doing that. It's fun. The chat's not supposed to be like, some Christian bonding site. It's supposed to be a YouTube chat.
We're here having fun.
3rd and 4. Huntley, right side, caught 1st down. That's Jordan Akins. Gain of 15. 1st down, Brownies. Let's go. If Super Chats are not working, you can use that Venmo option. It's apples to apples. Same thing across the board. 87-79. Thank you, Martin. Let's go, boys. Come on. Bring it home. First and 10. They completely took away Super Chats?
Like the button? Oh, wait. He said it's working.
Cool guy. You can't
Cool
do that
guy.
to me. 1st and 10. From the Packers 45. Under center. Huntley drops back. Steps up. Gets it out as he's hit. And Pierre Strong picks up 7 yards. Hey, we got some Super Chats rolling in from Noah and David Morris. Let's go, Noah. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. Noah, appreciate you. David Morris with a $10 Super Chat. My sister, okay, now I feel bad if David does not win. My sister has open heart surgery. She is a massive Myles Garrett fan. We lived in Brecksville for 16 years and had to move to Georgia because my dad passed away, but that jersey would mean the world to me. David, I'm pulling for you and your sister and your family. Hopefully you guys can come out on top in the duck race. David Morris is in the duck race for the Myles Garrett jersey. Let's go Brownies, David. Let's go Browns. We got David Morris and then Noah Kyle. Yeah. One entry. Yeah. Everyone gets one entry. I can't do the math of how much you spend, how many entries you get. It's just a simple flat rate. It's a flat tax rate. No turbo tax here at Chat Sports. Chase Senior. Okay. I asked in the Chat Sports message, hey, can someone see if Super Chats are working? Because people in our chat are saying it's not working. And Chase Senior, he answered the call here. Can you lick the dog bowl and bark for us? That is a request that will be fulfilled, as that's the rule for Super Chat. So I'm going to lap this shit up. Num, 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 num. Let's get... I agree. First Super Chat in a while, though. I can't... It's hard to lick with the... I don't know how dogs do this. The long tongue that gets in there. Gotta bring it a little closer. Let's go, Brownies! Let's go! Woo! Let's go, Browns. Let's go, Browns. Woof, woof, woof. USA won? Did USA win? I'm waiting on Martin. Martin is my eyes in the sky right now.
Martin, please.
Martin, I only want to hear from Martin. Let's go. Martin. Everyone else is fake news.
Please.
I think it's got to be Martin. Let's go. Martin? What if Martin left us and we never know?
No.
Martin.
Oh, no.
Martin. I got 118. All of you guys are sending different scores in. I cannot trust anyone but Martin.
I'm looking it up.
Oh, jeez. Luke Whippler has just been carted off. We're at commercial. We come back, and all of a sudden, there's a cart on the field for Luke Whippler. There's an air cast on his right leg. Oh, my God, that sucks for him. Luke Whippler, second-year offensive lineman from Ohio State, has been carted off the field with an air cast on his right leg. Second and 3. You just got to feel for Luke Whippler right now and hope he's okay. Or as okay as anyone could be in this moment. I'm trying to see who's at center because that's a great question. No Brian Allen. Remember, he got injured as well. So they've lost their 2 backup centers. I can't tell who's in that center. 3rd and 2. Huntley will hold on to it, run with it, right side, gets the first down. Inside the 30. There's cheering in the office. I'm not sure if it's about Team USA basketball or something else. Martin, is it final? Final, Martin? Final? It's over? I mean, we kind of knew it was over. Let's go. USA, baby. USA is the coolest thing to chant in sports, by the way. It just rolls off the tongue so well. Martin, tell me when it's final. 1st and 10, throw to the right side. And a gain of, I think that's Zaire Mitchell-Payton. Gain of about 5 on 1st and 10.
We are 10 likes away from another free entry into the Myles Garrett jersey raffle. Smash that thumbs up button.
10 minutes to go in the first half. Second and 6. Huntley floats it right side, incomplete. The last Olympics, people said Team USA was going to lose that year. This Olympics, they said we were going to lose. And here's the best part. I feel like we're going to see a good changing of the guard for the next Olympics as like KD and LeBron graduate. And we're still going to be locked and loaded. Oh, we also owe a wheel spin. I'm so sorry, Noah. I didn't mean to short you change. Let's give Noah his wheel spin, please. 3rd and 6 for Huntley. Throws, right side, caught. Giovanni Ricci. Oh, helmet came off. He's still going. Oh, they're going to whistle him down. It's not Giovanni Ricci. That's John Kelly. There's a big difference, and it's not just one being 40 and one being 41. Oh, that would have been awesome. Wheel spin for Noah. Yep. Ankle injury for Luke Whippler. He is not going to return.
We're going for it. The Browns are going for it. 4th and 4.
Zach Johnson, by the way, is in at center. I don't know who that is. Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, 20. Yeah. USA win. Final. USA. 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 Let's go. Fuck yeah. Let's go, Brownies. Let's go, USA, baby. 4th and 4 for Cleveland coming up here. Are they going to go for it? Or are they going to kick the field goal? I love, by the way, that we beat France in France. They walked in there. Bonjour. Take your baguette and go home. Let's go. USA, baby. Another gold. Coming for the top. Gold and total. Cleveland's going to go for it. 4th and 4 at the Green Bay 23. Huntley drops back. Rolls to his right. Looking to throw. Incomplete. Incomplete. It was a small window. And with 9 minutes remaining, it'll be a turnover on downs. Green Bay football. We have a wheel spin for Noah. 7-3 Green Bay. 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. But spin that wheel. $20 super chat or Venmo for the wheel spin. Okay. If you don't know, I am the Postmaster General of Chat Sports. I love writing letters. So Noah, if you'd like, I can write you a personalized letter. It's always good to get something other than junk mail in your inbox. So we'll talk Brownies. We'll give you my predictions for for the upcoming season. Noah, if you'd like, shoot me your address over on Venmo. Personalized letter coming your way in 3 to 4 business days. Let's go Brownies, baby. USA basketball wins gold. Spam USA in the chat. Let's go. Fill the chat, baby. Let's go, Browns. USA is coming in from Kistner, from Soul Train, from Tie Man, from Cool Guy, from Julie. Span those USAs. Let's go. USA takes home the gold. 98-87 the final. They scored first, and they never really looked back. Although I did not catch a single second of the second half. Yeah. All right, while they're at commercial, game time. If you are trying to go catch a Guardians game before the season wraps up, a Browns preseason or regular season game, download the Game Time app right now. It's the best place to get last-minute tickets at the lowest price guaranteed. Now, Game Time offers awesome deals on Major League Baseball tickets because they are an authorized ticket marketplace of MLB baseball. So, download the Game Time app, and actually tickets on their app go down the closer it gets to the first pitch. Now, one thing I really like about Game Time is they offer the Game Time guarantee. If you find tickets in the same section and row for less, Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. So download Game Time today and use promo code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. I put all that information in the comments and description of today's video. Terms apply, but again, create an account and redeem code CHAT Sports for $20 off. Packers take over after the failed 4th down attempt, and they quickly pick up a first down of their own to get out towards midfield. Ooh, we have a Jerry Jeudy interview right now. Ooh, Jerry Jeudy adding some swagger to the Browns wide receiver room. Anthony, if you'd like to get in the mix for the Myles Garrett jersey raffle, $10 super chat or Venmo. Every 100 subscribers we pick up, so we're, what's the math, 46 away from the next 100 mark, or every 100 likes that we pick up, which we just got to 300 likes, so one more. We'll pick someone out of the chat, and we will, add someone from the chat to the Myles Garrett jersey raffle. But if you want to guarantee a spot in there, $10 Super Chat or Venmo. 2nd and 7, it's a run for the Packers and a gain of 3. So we reached 300 likes, so another free entry for the Garrett jersey raffle. Spam USA, and we're going to pick someone from the chat that's spamming USA. I'll just close my eyes. The first name I see is who I pick. Spam USA. Let's go. For the gold, baby. For the gold.
Spam it, spam it, spam it, spam it.
Winning a gold medal in Paris has got to be a fun place to go celebrate it.
And against
France, yeah. 3rd and 3, we're going to pick someone out of the chat after this third down play. Green Bay throws, and it is incomplete. Incomplete. All right, picking someone in 3, 2, 1. I've got Big Mike. Big Mike. Big Mike. Big Mike. If you didn't get picked and you want to guarantee a spot, Noah, I see you. I see your reply. I'll shoot that letter to you. Today's Saturday. When I get home tonight, I'll write it, and they'll get picked up on Monday when the mailman comes by.
Big Mike?
Yep, Big Mike. 4th and 3, Green Bay goes for it, and they convert. So about a 15-yard pickup. The best part about this game, by the way, I only ask for 2 things in preseason games. No one gets injured, which unfortunately that's already happened for Luke Whippler, the backup center, and we keep the game moving. This game has had a good pace to it. Yeah. 1st and 10. They are now on Cleveland's half of the 50. It's a run up the gut, and it's going to be a gain of about 3 to 4 yards. Ooh, I see Siaka Ika. Let's see. Oh, Devin Bush is still in the game, by the way. Second and 7. Damn, Luke Whippler going down with an ankle injury really stinks. Okay, I really want to see what this Steph run, because everyone keeps tweeting about it. You know, his run, I guess he was just draining shots. If you're unable to super chat, like if it's not working for you, Venmo's an option as well. So we've got Venmos from David and Noah in. That applies to the super chat menu as well. So Venmo at Matthew Petey. Wheel spin is $20. $10 Venmo to enter the Myles Garrett jersey raffle. We're going to do that at the 2-minute warning of the 4th quarter. Chubathon, Brian Allen got injured. He is not he is not available. He was placed on IR, and they're not sure if he's gone for the season or if they can get him back, and it's a short-term IR stint. So you are down your center 2 and 3. Clifford drops back on 2nd and 7, throws right side, caught first down. I really want to see what these Steph highlights are. Flag on the play. He could jump off sides. Yeah, I am very happy this is the preseason 2 right now. Like 7-3 at home. Not like the Packers are supposed to be a bad team, but
to be fair, I did hear the announcer say that the Packers had in their starters a lot longer than the Browns.
I agree. Oh, I'm not upset with the scoreboard. Just the fact that it's 7-3 middle of the set. Not that that's, I guess, too abnormal, but I think we're all happy this is just a preseason game right now. 1st and 10, another first down pickup for Green Bay. Second down. Oh, 2nd and 1, actually. Rule him just shy of the first down marker. 44 subs to go. If you're not subscribed, hit the sub button. Lock yourself in for the best free Browns YouTube content out there. 2nd and 1. Under center, Clifford, play fake. Rolls to his right. He's going to run. So he tried to pass, then he decided to run, and at that point he was too late to the running side. And I think it's going to be short of the first down marker. He stuck the football out, but as he was pushed out of bounds, he kind of fumbled it and dropped it. 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Span those threes. Let's go. Spam those threes. 3rd and 1 inside the game time red zone. Snap to Clifford. Hands it off. First down, Green Bay. Mike Dibble! A $50 Super Jet! Dibble! 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 Let's go, Dibble! All right, let's bring back some energy to the stream. Love everyone here, and even though this is the preseason, here we go, Brownies! Here we go! Woo, woo! Here we go, Brownies! Here we go! Woo, woo! Dibble, you're the man, the myth, the legend. Dibble! Let's go, Brownies! I really appreciate this super chat on a lot of fronts, but the beginning of the super chat's so accurate. Energy Vampire was in the room with us. Kind of sucking the energy out a little bit because all of us had that come down of like, all right, sure, Browns football is back, but like, it's the preseason. But Dibble, right there to get everyone in line and say, wake the heck up. We have football back after being in hibernation for 6 months.
And
even if it's just the preseason.
There's a ton of people. There's a Steelers fan in here. There's a Packers fan in here.
2nd and 1.
I need everyone right now. Spam D for dibs.
Let's go. D for
Spam
dibs.
D. Get those Steelers fans out of here. Get those Packers fans out of here. Spam D for Mike Dibble. He's bringing the energy in this live stream.
Let's go.
Score doesn't even matter.
Dibble's
here.
Shout out to you joining our Brown and Orange Club with David Botner and Tim Green. We'll have that all season long with your $50 contribution. Thank you, Dibble. Go Brownies, dude. Ryan Chowdhury with a $2 super chat. 3rd and 1. It's a run up the gut, and this is going to be a touchdown, Green Bay. They punch it in with 2:48 remaining in the second quarter, and the Packers' lead has grown. It's now 13-3 with the extra point on the way. Damn. Ryan, good to see you, man. I feel like I haven't seen you in a little while. Happy to have you back for another season. Just got off work. Who looks good? What did I miss? I'll let the chat kind of answer this along with me. No one looks good. I mean, it's 14-3 at the half. We saw Jameis in the start, not the starters, but the starters that did play. They played one series. You can't really say,
I'll say
a whole. Do you have a name? I don't really have.
I don't have a name, but I'll say the defensive line. They made a good 4th down stop.
You know, I'll steal this from Cool Guy and pass it off as my own work. Pierre Strong Jr. had a nice rush here or there. Like, he had some good touches. Cade York made a field goal, so that's kind of the bar, I guess. I think Pierre Strong has probably looked the best, but he's also gotten the most touches. Like, Jameis Winston, like I said, played one series. Tyler Huntley has looked solid. He hasn't been a prince, but he hasn't been a disaster. On defense, I thought Miles Harden, the 7th-round pick out of South Dakota, made some nice plays. Devin Bush? How about Devin Bush? He had a really nice tackle. Dibble, you are in the club, dude. Don't you worry. I'll go with Pierre Strong on offense and Devin Bush on defense, Ryan. You haven't missed much, though.
Kimberly Hurst said, Cade made the field goal? A miracle.
Do you believe in miracles? Yeah. I mean, like, the bots.
Everyone, spam B for bots.
Ty Man's got
Get the bots out of here.
I I would say, like, it is important to factor in that the Packers had pretty much all their starters play. Like, Jordan Love played. So, I'm not upset about the score at all, but I didn't see any crazy individual performances in that first half. We'll see what the Browns plan to do with their starters for. Remember, they played their starters in the third preseason game last year against the Chiefs. Remember, David Njoku had that touchdown. So that's probably going to be a much better measuring stick if you want to know how the team's looking than this preseason game. James Harper with a $10 super chat. Let's go, James. Who's been the biggest standout among the second string so far today? I would go with Pierre Strong Jr. I mean, he's not going to be a traditional starting running back. So I thought he's had some good rushes. That would probably be my best answer for you. Offense hasn't been crazy good. Defense has been solid, okay. Devin Bush has been kind of the bright spot so far. I mean, the score could be a lot different if teams weren't going for it on fourth down, too. Like, it could be 17-6. Both teams settled for or went for it on fourth down in field goal territory. James, we'll get your super chat on screen for you in just a moment. I bet Grossi is having a field day. Did you guys see him get just completely obliterated on Twitter the other day? Forgot what argument he joined. But he got himself into one argument, talked about like his journalistic credibility, and that was quickly refuted. Kick return, by the way, for Cleveland gets out to the 30. James a super chat for $10, which will get him in the Myles Garrett jersey raffle. What's up, everyone? Petey put me in the Garrett jersey. Sub for dubs, people. Salute to you, James. Let's go, Brownies. You're in, amigo. James Harper is in. We are 1st and 10 for the Browns. They run it left side. Nowhere to go. Second and 10. Approaching the 2-minute warning. And they're going to let it go to the 2-minute warning. So the Browns will go into the 2-minute warning with 2 timeouts trailing 14-3 with Tyler Huntley still in at quarterback. Jameis Winston played the first series, and that was all. My guess is it's basically each backup, Huntley and DTR competing for that third and final spot, get a whole half. Jameis got the first series, all of like 3 minutes. And then it's been all Huntley for half number 1, and it'll be all DTR for half number 2. James Harper with a $10 super chat. Let's go, James. What's up, everyone? Petey put me in on the Garrett jersey. Sub for dubs, people. James, as always, thank you for supporting the channel. James has been hanging out with us all off season long. So if you're looking for someone that's a diehard Browns fan, not just a fair weather fan, he's your guy. Let's go, Brownies. Rocky is a Steelers fan, but I still respect you guys. Can you please give me a shout-out, by the way? That would be so happy for me. Rocky, here's your shout-out, and the shout-out is, I think you're a closet Browns fan. You watch the Browns, and publicly you're like, oh, boo, Cleveland Browns. But inside you're like, that's a good fucking first down. Let's go. Ricky, appreciate your I must say kind, but I started reading your last name, Klein. Appreciate your Klein words, I guess. Thank you so much for hanging out with us every single game day. Go Brownies, Ricky. Super chat menu, by the way, all these super chats also work on Venmo. The Venmo is Matthew Petey. Matthew, like every Matthew you know in the world, and Petey, P-E-T-E-Y. So $2 super chat. I've got my dog bowl. Would love to take another sip out of it. $5 super chat will add you to our Dog Pound MVP poster. It's got a lot of legends, James Harper being one of them, for example. So if you want to get added to it for the remainder of the year, we'll put your name on it. $10 super chat, Myles Garrett jersey raffle at the 2-minute warning of the fourth quarter. Now, we also are offering free entries every 100 likes and subscribers gained. So make sure to like the video and subscribe if you want to get a free entry or guarantee an entry with a $10 super chat. $20 wheel spin. We've had 2 wheel spins so far. They're fun. You don't know what's waiting for you on the wheel spin. And then $50, we have 3 members already of the Brown and Orange Club. Mike Dibble, Tim Green, David Botner. So if you want your name with some of the legends of the channel, $50 super chat. Greatly, greatly appreciated, of course. And we'll be sure to return the love to you all year long. As Jeremy Stallman makes his way into the chat, I'm a little surprised it took Jeremy this long, but I have a good feeling that he was probably working and has a decent excuse. Oh, I knew it. And by the way, working means he's working at 38,000 feet as a flight attendant. Jeremy, late to the party at 38,000 feet. F-Pit, let's go Browns. Jeremy, always salute to you. Up in the sky with us as always. Shout out to you, Jeremy. Browns 14-3 Packers. But on 2nd and 10, Tyler Huntley checks it down, and he gets about 3 yards. So, Jeremy, this was a good game to miss because of work. It hasn't been very exciting if we're all being honest with one another. But F-Pit in the chat on behalf of Jeremy Stallman. And Jeremy Stallman with a $20 super chat. I like to think Jeremy, by the way, someone's hit the button to like get some service or anything. And Jeremy's like, the beverage cart will wait. We're spinning the wheel. 14D. Okay. 3rd and 7. Yeah, we'll spin the wheel after this 3rd down. The Packers called a timeout, actually. Green Bay has burned their 3rd and final timeout to preserve time for themselves if they get the stop here. Brandon Collins, good to see you, dude. 3rd and 7 from the 32-yard line. Snap to Huntley. He is avoiding a sack somehow and then taken down in the second effort. So initially he avoided a sack, but unfortunately it was the rebound that got him. And on 4th down, the clock will tick as the Packers have no way to stop the clock. It almost would have been better for Green Bay not to sack him, let him throw it, and the clock could have stopped. Yeah. Just kind of roll the dice, of course, on whether or not that pass is completed. But 40 seconds just burned off. So with 1:10 counting, the Browns are going to punt the ball away from their own 22-yard line. Bajorquez sends a high. Return begins from the 30 out to the 35 and no further with 58 seconds to go. Jeremy Stallman, a $50 super chat. Jeremy. Let's go. Jeremy Stallman, ladies and gentlemen. Keeping the vibes high, picking up where Mike Dibble left off with his $50 super chat. Getting added to the Brown and Orange Club for the 2024 season. Our roster's up to 4 already, and we're not even at half right now. Shout out to everyone that's been super chatting us today, liking, subscribing, commenting. God bless you all. US of A, baby. Let's go. Best country in the world. 1st and 10 for the Packers. They throw deep left side. Incomplete. Ricky, what's been more enjoyable, preseason games or Madden simulations? I can open that up to the entire chat, by the way. Debbie, PD, why are you behind? Because I'm working off NFL Plus, and it sucks. So, unfortunately, you're going to have to watch me on tape delay. 2nd and 10. As it froze. It did pretty well for a while without freezing. Oh, boy. Now it really froze. It's going to jump ahead a bunch. Well, it just jumped ahead about 40 seconds. So now it's 3rd and 9 for me, which maybe this has been the case for everyone, with 16 seconds remaining in the half. Oh, Sawyer's Aviation's here. Haven't seen you in a long time. Madden's not over, by the way. 3rd and 9 at the 50-yard line for the Packers. Clifford drops back, rolls to his left, launching and throwing. Man open. Catch at the Browns 28 with 10 seconds. So that gets him into field goal range for sure. Out to the Browns 28-yard line. It's a nice catch by the Packers wide receiver. Looks like Chris Edmonds was in coverage. Jeremy, we've had some technical difficulties with Super Chat, so I promise we're not neglecting yours. We just got to make them by hand, and that takes a little bit of time. 1st and 10 from the 28. No timeouts remaining for Green Bay. 10 seconds remaining. And he quickly launched that out of bounds. And with 6 seconds left, I think we're going to see a Green Bay field goal attempt. Are they going to take one more crack at it? That last play took 4 seconds. Jeremy Stallman, late to the party at 38,000 feet. F-Pit, let's go Browns. Go Brownies, Jeremy. Give a wheel spin. All right, we'll do the wheel spin, Jeremy, in 6 seconds after the end of the half. And then let me see some orange and brown. Let's go Browns, Jeremy. 2 seconds remaining as Clifford launches the 2nd down pass out of bounds. I think he just wanted to burn time so that the Browns didn't have any time after the field goal attempt. It looked like he never had any intent to actually complete a pass. So with 2 seconds left, we're going to see a 45-yard field goal from Carlson. And the field goal attempt from Anders Carlson is good. It was good, then it started to go not so good, and then back to good. So 17-3 is the score at the half here. Let's do the following. Let's spin the wheel. I'm going to read out the Super Chat, and then we'll throw that Super Chat on screen, and then we'll take a little bit of a halftime recess because I got to go use the bathroom. Lose with Jay. Honest question. As a Browns fan stuck in Oklahoma, is the $400 for YouTube worth it? I pay for YouTube TV just to have pay for Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV just to get unlimited access. I do not want to ever have myself in the position where I can't watch something I want to watch because I'm just that big of an NFL junkie. So, it's not a great cheap price, but if you like watching all the games, then yeah, I would say it's worth it. Also hope that maybe we can be a part of the antitrust lawsuit, and maybe we get some money back after this lawsuit's over. But it's the only way to watch the games, or you can do the illegal stream route, which I did all through college. Has its ups and downs. If you value your computer, don't do that, because there's going to be some bugs that come on it, most likely. Let's go. Should we spin the wheel? All right, here we go. Wheel spin for Jeremy Stallman.
3, 2, 1.
Jeremy Stallman wheel spin. 3 raffle entries. There we go. He likes to usually give raffle entries away, so I wouldn't be surprised if he were to do that. But toss in 3 more for now. And if he wants to divvy up his 3 extra raffle entries, that's fine too. Ty, man, that was a funny comment. I don't think he understood what I was doing there. That was weird. Okay. But lose with Jay. I hope I answered your question to the best of my abilities. I like it because I like watching all the games. If you don't watch every Browns game, it's probably not a worthy investment. You can always wait for them to play in prime time or hope that your local market shares their game depending on who they're playing each week. Like you can find the coverage map for every single NFL game on like Wednesday of the week usually. Wednesday or Thursday is usually when it's released. Lose with Jay with Jeremy's face. But yeah, Jay, appreciate your super chat nevertheless. We'll add you to our board right now for your $5 contribution. Lose with Jay. Also, Lose with Jay sounds like a great TikTok name for gambling picks. Oh. I think that's exactly what this is, too. Like, no, I'm not going to win. Fade me. Follow me just to do the opposite. It's not a bad approach. Lose with Jay, added to the MVP board with a $5 super chat. All right, we're going to get the first half stats for you guys on screen here. Jeremy, we're going to get to your super chat at the start of the second half. But we'll get the first half stats on screen, let you guys go use the bathroom, get something to eat and drink, and then we will reconvene for the second half in a few moments here. But I appreciate everyone for hanging out with us for the first half of this game. Jeremy Stallman's super chat did work. You read my mind, PD. Can you give one of those raffles to the next $5? Yeah. So we have 3. We want 1 or all 3, Jeremy. You said 1, so we'll start with 1. But if you want to up it, we can do that too. Whatever you want to do. So the next person to send a $5 super chat in will get added to the Myles Garrett jersey raffle giveaway. So that's on the table right now. Thanks to Jeremy Stallman and his big heart. So Jeremy taking one of his 3 raffle entries and giving it to the next person who sends in a $5 super chat or Venmo at Matthew Petey. Miami Mac quickly claimed it. Oh, I dropped the remote. Miami Mac gets added, and in lieu of one of Jeremy Stallman's 3 extra additions. Which is funny because Mac had sent a $5 super chat in earlier. So he was like halfway home almost. Okay. We'll get the stats, and then we will let you guys get some halftime breaks of your own in. They've got some cool little expose video going on right now for the Browns in the locker room. I think it's from Greenbrier. A little bit of a documentary going on. Browns open up training camp in West Virginia, White Sulphur Springs. They've done it for 2 straight years, and I'm guessing they're going to keep it going, although Stefanski was pretty upset with the weather. He wanted it to be hotter to simulate the start of the season. I don't know why you picked the mountains if that's what you're trying to accomplish. It was kind of an odd decision. Okay. So, overall, first half thoughts. There wasn't really a whole lot to write home about. No one on offense or defense thoroughly impressed me. I thought Devin Bush and Pierre Strong Jr. stood out in a good way. The few starters that did play, they played 1 series, and then they were done. We saw all of Tyler Huntley for most of the half after Jameis Winston's first and only series was over. There's just nothing to draw away with a concrete result of that first half. That's kind of the truth. And I know that everyone wants to have some big opinion after every single game, but this is your run-of-the-mill preseason game. All the backups are playing, and there's not a big column to write about it. That's the honest truth. All right. We'll get the stats for you guys on screen, though. 17-3, Packers over the Browns. Don't get too upset about the score. Like, Green Bay played Jordan Love. They played their starters. They scored with that. I'm not surprised. But here are the stats, 17-3. We'll update the score for you guys in just a moment. Tyler Huntley, 6 for 9, 41 yards. Pierre Strong, I said he was one of the best players. He had 6 carries for 15 yards. So that's kind of what the bar is right now to stand out in a big way. All right. We will let you guys enjoy the rest of the half, which won't be too long, and then we'll be back for the second half in a few minutes. We are back for the second half. It is Cleveland Browns football. Dorian Thompson-Robinson is out there at quarterback, so Tyler Huntley's day is done. Can DTR be back-to-back preseason princes? 1st and 10 for the Browns at their own 25-yard line. DTR, play fake, screen, developing, finding John Kelly. And that's going to be a ball, fumble, recovered by the Packers. Damn it. It was a first down, but Kelly had the ball popped out, and it's Green Bay football. First down, Green Bay after a John Kelly fumble. John Kelly has had a good home on the Browns practice squad for a few straight years, but I feel like that could be taken away if Aiden Robbins, the UDFA running back, impresses. They may just feel like, hey, we've kind of run it back to back a few straight years now. Let's switch it up and get some new blood in here. 1st and 10. Feel bad for John Kelly. He went to Tennessee. He was there my sophomore year of college. He was awesome. I feel like he should have stayed an extra year, though. Drafted by the Rams. Didn't really work out in L.A. And he's been a good member of the Browns preseason team for 2-3 straight years now at this point. Ball start on the offense, though, on first down. So the Packers immediately lose 5 yards from their already really good field position. 17-3 Green Bay. By the way, if you like the stream we have right now, go check me out on Twitter, at Matthew Petey. Would love to see my Twitter presence grow a little bit. So if you enjoy the Browns content, I tweet about them all the time. Follow me, at Matthew Petey. I'll give some shout-outs along the way as the Packers on 1st and 10, 1st and 15, put together a solid run to the left side. So anyone that follows me on Twitter, I'm giving shout-outs to. I spent the halftime break checking out the Steph Curry ending sequence. That was awesome. Did you see the 3 he put up? I mean, double team. He just launches this thing and just moonshot and immediately hits him with the night-night. Night-night. It's so dumb how the Olympics do everything in their power to prevent you from sharing highlights on Twitter. 2nd and 7. Green Bay at the Cleveland 35. Play fake for Clifford. Has a man wide open. He's going to get the first down and a lot more. Inside the 20. Packers, just like that, are inside the game time red zone. First and 10. David, I'm just going to give you attention once and once only. If people super chat, we give them a shout out. We put them on screen. I don't pick super chatters' names. I don't agree with everyone that super chats, but I do agree in your First Amendment right. So get over it, dude. 1st and 10. It's a run up the middle, gain of 2. Second down. USA basketball. What is a kilometer? That's funny. 2nd and 8. Under center, Jordan Love. Pitches right side. Run is not going to get past the line of scrimmage. Third down, Tony Fields, I believe, is shaken up on the – no, that's Nathaniel Watson, sorry, the rookie out of Mississippi State. So Nathaniel Watson, the day 3 draft pick from Mississippi State, is banged up on the play, and we've got a timeout as a result. Live poll. Let's do a live poll of should starters play in the preseason? How about that? A little evergreen one for everyone to take part in. I think David's actually looking for some pornography. He's talking about it so much. No one's talked about it more than David. That's the funny thing. For the guy that's the most upset about it, he's talked about it the most. Yeah. God. I love that even when USA Basketball is deemed not a good team, just casually go win the gold. Before the USA game tipped off today, though, I did watch the video. Did you ever watch the 2004 after the U.S. lost in 2000? Oh, no, it was 2000. They lost in 2004 to Argentina. It was like 2008. They won 8, 12, 16. Yeah. When Kobe was like, I'm running through Pau Gasol chess on the first play of the game. That makes my skin the hair on the back of my neck stand up. I'm ready to run through a wall right now.
Anytime that pops up on like my TikTok or anything like that, always watch it. I will never skip it.
There are some things exactly like that it doesn't matter how many times I've seen it. I will always rewatch it. I will always rewatch the minute and a half story of like on the first play of the game. I know what they're gonna run, and I'm gonna run through Pau Gasol's chest. And all of them like, what? That's your teammate. Yeah. We are back. So Nathaniel Watson was the injured player. The other notable injury, Luke Whippler, who was in line to be the backup center. He was carted off the field with an apparent ankle injury. Not good, especially because the other or original backup center, Brian Allen, has been lost for an indefinite period of time with an injury. 3rd and 9 in the gun. Snap to, is this Clifford still? Yeah. Clifford rolling to his left. He throws, end zone, incomplete. Incomplete. Fourth and 9. David, let's see you put your money where your mouth is. I will give $50 if you dare. I dare you. Then I'm kind of getting fed up with you dominating the chat with whatever you're upset about, which I don't know how anyone can be having a bad day during a preseason football game. It's preseason. 35-yard field goal attempt for the Packers to make it a 17-point lead is good. William, this is still valuable experience for the bench, especially the younger guys. Yeah, it's valuable to them. It doesn't really impact the Browns, though. We saw last year, take the last couple of preseason princes. Austin Watkins, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, Josh Dobbs. 2 out of the 3 actually started games in the regular season. All of them looked 10 times worse than they did in the preseason because it's the preseason. I just refuse to actually be suckered into, wow, there's something really going on here. The sample size is never big enough. These guys only play a quarter, sometimes 2. They're playing with backups against backups. It's hard to get a good reading as to whether or not they're doing a good job. 20-3. We are 40 likes away from 400 likes. So if you want to get a free raffle entry for the Myles Garrett jersey raffle, hit the thumbs up button. When we get to 40 likes, we'll do another one from the chat. Or if you want to guarantee a spot, hit that super chat icon and send in $10 and we'll lock you in for the jersey raffle. I was about to say, hit the sub button as well, because every 100 subs we gain, that's another addition. So this is the super chat menu for today's show. $2 super chat. I've got my dog bowl here. I've not used a dog bowl for a few quarters now, so would love to get some water back in there. $5 super chat, Dog Pound MVP. $10 super chat, Myles Garrett jersey raffle. We're going to do that at the 2-minute warning. $20, we've done how many wheel spins? 2 wheel spins? 3-wheel spins? 2? 3? 3-wheel spins? Yeah. 3-wheel spins. And then $50 Super Chat gets you added to our Brown and Orange Club, which has already a couple of legends here at the channel. David Botner, Mike Dibble, Jeremy Stallman, of course, and Tim Green. So that's our Super Chat menu. If you are not familiar with Super Chat, you can Venmo. My Venmo is at Matthew Petey. It's super simple to work, so whatever you prefer. Venmos are somewhat preferred at times just because YouTube takes a cut out of Super Chats, but Venmos go 100% to us. So it helps, the channel grow even more. Jeremy Stallman, let's go. Is there a race today? We will have a race for the Myles Garrett jersey. This is how you know football is actually back. When we got duck races going on at the 2-minute warning. Kistner with a $2 Super Chat. Let's roll. Browns back to return the kick. A $50 Super Chat! Let's go! Slow but sure. That was my nickname in college. Let's go! As the return for the Browns is all the way across the 30. A $50 Super Chat from Slow But Sure. Let's go, Browns. Can I get an F-pit in the chat? Let's go. It's good to be back. Slow but sure. 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 Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. F-pit in the chat for Slow But Sure. Let's roll. DTR, 1st and 10, whips it incomplete. Cool guy. It was a joke. It didn't land, but I thought some people might understand the joke, but that's okay. Not one of my best moments or one of my best jokes. Okay. I owe Kistner a dog bowl, and then Slow But Sure a dog bowl. For Kistner, and then slow But Sure getting added to the Brown and Orange Club as well, by the way. On 2nd and 10, it's a run to the right side for John Kelly, trying to redeem himself from the fumble last time out. Cheers to you, Slow But Sure. Third and 2 for Cleveland. Fourth and 3, it's incomplete. Jeremy Stallman, let's go. I got to get another beer. I just asked the chat. So the Super Chats are back to working for now? No?
Why would you say that?
Well, I didn't realize what you were doing. You're right. You don't say anything during a no-hitter. You don't mention the Super Chats are working again. That's my fault. That's my fault. Let's go show bust. I feel like there's a typo in here, and I'm trying to figure. Oh, Slow But Sure.
Tim Green!
Tim Green with a $20 Super Chat. Can I get 2 rubber duckies for the race, please? I have to win at some point. Thanks, Matt. Tim, I should have mentioned it earlier, so I'm sorry if I wasn't clear. No matter the amount, it's 1 addition for the duck race. Otherwise, I got to do a lot of calculus to figure out based on how many. Could you do a beer? A beer?
Oh, beer.
Yeah, I don't like the Happy Dads. I'm not a Happy Dad guy. I put 2 cores in there, so hopefully no one stole them. So, Tim, one more entry for him, but I'm not going to do like pro rating every 10. Otherwise, there's just a lot of names, and it's just a little bit too complex for a preseason game. So, Tim, you're getting added. You're also getting a wheel spin, which, after saying all that, watch him get 3 free entries for that. So then he actually ends up with exactly what he ordered. Tim Green, though, $20 super chat. Shout out to you, Tim. Thank you so much. Jeremy Stallman with a $10 super chat. Another one for Jeremy. Oh, heck yeah. Are the mountains blue? They are blue. Thank you very much, Colin. Okay. So we got some dog bowls to drink up here. Oh, for the jersey. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Another name entry. 95 is Myles Garrett.
He won the 3 entries, right?
Right, but he gave one of those away.
Yeah.
To Miami Mac.
Right.
So he wants another one. So, Jeremy, or first Tim Green, dog bowl for you. Mr. Joey Peterson, one of the newest member. No, Goldman, sorry. We've been growing so much I can't keep track.
Last time I was on this stream, I picked the right card.
I picked it before, too.
And so, welcome. I'm glad to be back, everybody. Pete, I heard so much screaming, and then I was like, oh, I need to check the score. 23.
This game sucks.
I was like, wow.
I tweeted out first half recap, and it's Stanley Hudson sleeping at his desk. This game stinks.
Seems pretty accurate.
Yeah. First and 10. Let's get the wheel going for Mr. Green. Oh, then I owe a little dog bowl action for Jeremy. The dog bowl just starting to add up. This one's for Stallman. Second and 2, 20-3, Packers at their own 42-yard line. $20 super chat for Tim Green results in another wheel spin. Second and 2 is stuffed for a loss. Third and 3 coming up. And a letter for Mr. Tim Green. Tim, if you'd like, I'll send you a letter. We'll do a nice preview for the upcoming season, a little personalized and, tailored to you. So, Tim, appreciate you always watching, and hope you enjoy some mail that's not just junk mail like most of us get all the time.
Jeremy Stallman.
Yeah, why not? Can I get a spin, please? Third and 3, let's spin that wheel. On third and 3, it's a first down Green Bay, gain of 10 through the air. You've got to be kidding me. That's exactly what Tim just wanted. 3 more entries for Jeremy, unless you want to give them away, Jeremy, or some, or whatever you want to do with them. They're your entries.
He's got 3, so he's in there for 3 times. Because he was in there for 2, because he gave away the one to Miami Mac. Then you just gave him another one. He's got 3 names.
Yeah, but it's 3 additional. It's not 3 total. Like, add 3 entries.
So then he should be in there 4 times.
So he had 3 last time. He got 3 this time. That's 6. But he gave 1 away. That's 5. But then he said another $10 in. He should be in there 6 times. Yes. Jeremy, you can check my math, but I think 6 sounds right. It's also the most out of anyone, so you're definitely in a good spot still. Okay. $20 super chat, though. Spin that wheel. We've got some other fun ones, but the wheel keeps going back to the same ones over and over again. Joseph Potter with a follow on Twitter. Appreciate you, Joseph. Just do sub. We have some sort of extended break at the moment. I'm not really sure what it's over. Packers have it at the Browns' 18-yard line. Throw across gain of 7. Third down coming up inside the game time red zone. Oh, we got a nice exclusive interview right now with David Njoku on screen. 3rd and 2 inside the game time red zone from the Browns 15. Snap. Throw. Bobbled. Oh, broken up. Man. Edmonds had a good chance to intercept it. He swatted it down, but I think he began his swat before he realized how slow that ball was moving, and he probably could have caught it. 4th and 2. What are the Packers going to do? I would hope go for it. They don't need to pat their lead anymore. Might as well get these nope, they're going to pat their lead. I was going to say, might as well give the young guys an opportunity on 4th down to convert it. 4th and 2. Kick is up, and it is good. So the lead is up to 20 now. 23-3, Packers over the Browns. Riley with a $5 super chat. Let's roll, Riley. Jeremy, why not? Can I get a spin, please? And then Riley. Hey, Petey, you probably don't remember me, but I'm back for the 2024 season. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. I do have a good memory, and I do remember you, Riley. I'm trying to place you in terms of what your first game was in our chat. What I can't remember is if it was last year or the year before that. I partially think it was last year. And if it was last year, I want to say it was maybe early in the season. I don't think it, could it have been like the Titans game early? Let me know. I could be way off, Riley, and I'm sorry if I sold you short. Maybe it goes back a year prior to that. You got to let me know, Riley. Fact check me. Tim, I believe Stefanski's calling plays. Maybe we find out that they switched later on, or they switched mid-game. We saw Stefanski do that last year with AVP a little bit. Not a great showing from the Browns, though. We got Riley with a $5 super chat, and then Persistent. And then Persistent getting added to our MVP board. Okay. Persistent. We're getting introduced to the quarterback factory that is the Green Bay Packers. They've had 3 quarterbacks going back to, what was Favre's first year? 96, I think. Right? Wasn't he? Which former Browns defensive player was this is a question from I think they forgot about their own trivia question. They asked this trivia question in the first quarter. And they're like, we should probably share the answer at some point. Riley and Persistent getting added with their $5 super chats. I really don't care about the score. And I say that from the vantage point of the team on the field right now is not the Browns. It's not. There is no one on the field that's going to be playing meaningful snaps this year. And it's not even saying that the guys that starting can't get injured. If the guys starting got injured, the guys on the field still wouldn't be on the field. So, I'm not concerned. First and 10 coming up for the Browns. Persistent, appreciate your super chat. We're also close to $500 in super chats. We're just $15 away. That'd be an awesome kind of milestone to reach for our first preseason game. First and 10. It's a run. Kelly, gain of 4. All right, let's get some good vibes going in the chat right now. Start spamming B. We're also 21 likes away from another free entry for the Myles Garrett jersey. So if you're just tuning in, like the video. Every 100 likes, we're adding someone to a free jersey giveaway at the 2-minute warning. So hit that thumbs up button. If we can get 21 likes, we'll pick someone out of the chat right now. We're at 379. There's 426 of you watching. I know you all haven't liked it. 2nd and 6, throw to the right side. This is caught, gain of 5. Was that Jamari Thrash? I think it was, the rookie, who's been busy with the kick return unit. $20 likes away from 400. 14 likes to go now. That live number, 14. Make it 13. 3rd and 1. I mean, why not like it and then have a chance to get a free jersey? Stallman with a $20 super chat. Let's go, Jeremy. 3rd and 1, up the gut. Kelly, first down, Brownies. 12 likes away. 10 likes away. Let's get ourselves to 400. Let's hit that 500 mark and spin that wheel, baby. 504, thanks to Jeremy Stallman and everyone else that super chatted today. Let's go, Brownies, Jeremy. We're going to spin that wheel when we get to 400 likes. We're only 4 likes away. I know we can get there. One last push. 1st and 10 for DTR. He throws down the field, left sideline, wide open, Jamari Thrash. First down, Brownies on the Packers half of the 50. Here we go. 2 likes away from 400. 2 likes away. Let's get there. Oh, let's look at the Bs. The Bs are working. And we're at 402 likes. All right. Spam B in the chat right now. Spam B or CLE, whatever you prefer. We're going to pick someone out of the chat for a free raffle addition to our Myles Garrett jersey giveaway. After this 1st and 10 play, which is a little bit of a reverse. And it's not going to go for a lot. A gain of a yard. All right, picking someone out of the chat in 3, 2, 1. I've got Blake Barber. Blake Barber. 2nd and 9. Blake, congratulations. You are in the dance, my friend. Second and 9. DTR in the gun. Takes the snap. He's looking. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 3rd and 9 coming up next. After that 3rd down, let's spin that wheel for Mr. Jeremy. Yep. 3rd and 9 coming up. Come on, DTR. Make something happen. Someone make a play, damn it. This is not the same old Browns. Like, guys, this is not the Browns. This is the point. These are 4th stringers. Zaire Mitchell-Payton on 3rd and 9, making a play. Slipping out of 2 tackles, getting the 1st down. Same old Browns. This is not the Browns. This is the point I'm trying to make. And actually, if it was the same old Browns, if we're just being brutally honest, they'd be winning. They always did well in the preseason in bad years. 1st and 10. No gain to the right side for John Kelly. How did the Browns do in that 2017 preseason? Could someone refresh my memory, please? All right. Let's spin the wheel for Mr. Jeremy Stallman for a $20 super chat. It's a wheel spin. Spin that wheel. Oh, just your classic Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Jeremy, salute to you as always. Let's go, Browns. As DTR rifles one over the middle of the field, Jamari Thrash, the rookie, hauls it in. First down, Browns. They are moving their way towards the red zone. 1st and 10 with a minute to go in the third quarter and counting. Mike with a $10 super chat. Let's go, Mike. Inside the game time red zone, out to the 17. Snap to DTR. Thompson Robinson checks it down over the middle. Caught Kelly, gain of 5. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. We're also close to 35,300 subscribers. That would be another free entry for the Garrett jersey giveaway. Only 18 subs away. So 18 of you watching, hit the sub button, and you could be in the mix for a free 95 jersey. On 2nd and 5, it's a gain of 1. Quick throw to John Kelly. Mike with a $10 super chat. Let's get ready to beat them Cowgirls. Woof, woof. Make sure to add Mike for the Garrett jersey. Tim, I was thinking the exact same thing. When Emerson walked away from her, then you can kind of see how different they were in size. And I was like, wow, Martin Emerson's like 6'1", I think. And he looks like a foot to foot and a half taller than her. This one's for Mike. Go Browns, Mike, as the third quarter comes to an end. Let's go Brownies. Let's go Brownies, Mike. Because you're absolutely spot on when you say, let's get ready to beat them Cowgirls. That's the only game I care about in the next 30 days. Actually, is it 30 days from now? It might be a little longer than that. Whatever it is. Okay. I want to tell everyone watching about our great friends over at Game Time. If you would like to go watch a Browns preseason game for yourself or a Guardians game or any other team in your local area, download the Game Time app today because they have awesome deals for the dog pound. See, Game Time is an authorized ticket marketplace of Major League Baseball, which makes getting tickets faster and easier. Prices on the Game Time app actually go down the closer it gets to the first pitch. Now, one thing I really like about Game Time is their Game Time guarantee. If you find tickets in the same section and row for less, Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. So take the guesswork out of buying MLB tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHAT Sports for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. Going into the fourth quarter, it's not looking good, but maybe DTR can pull off a little bit of a miraculous comeback. It's 23-3. The Browns are being outgained total yardage by over 100. Predominantly on the ground, where it's nearly double for Green Bay. We're also 17 subscribers away from 35,300. If we get 17 more, that's another free raffle edition for the Myles Garrett jersey giveaway, which will be done in 12 minutes of game time. Garrett W., let's go. Snap to DTR. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws. I think that's caught. Incomplete. I think he caught it still. John Kelly's like, I caught that. It was third down. It'll be fourth down now. 4th and 4. You got to go for it. I mean, if you were to score a touchdown here, you'd be down 13 points with pretty much the whole quarter in front of you. That's not undoable. but going down 23-6 isn't going to change a whole lot. Garrett, let me read your super chat in 15 seconds. It's 4th and 4 right now. From the 11-yard line, Thompson Robinson lines up in the gun, takes the snap. His pass is tipped, incomplete, turnover on downs. Is that the 3rd turnover on downs? It's at least the 2nd. The Packers had one, I believe, as well. There's been a lot of turnover on downs, which I don't mind you going for it. You don't have to learn anything about your punter in the preseason. Garrett, signing in late. I heard you say the game is a snooze fest. Any big injuries or updates? How did the ones look? It is a snooze fest. The only injury of note would be Luke Whippler. He was carted off with a cast on his ankle. Did not look good. So we have that to worry about because Brian Allen, the other backup center, was lost for, I believe, the season or at least a lot of it earlier in training camp. So don't be surprised if the Browns go out and sign a new backup center soon. How do the ones look? You mean the preseason ones or the regular season ones? Because the regular season ones did not play. The only traditional starters that even played today were Ethan Posick, Wyatt Teller, Martin Emerson, Devin Bush, and there was one more, and I can't remember who it was. It'll come to me later. But the first team offense for the preseason, they played one series. They looked okay. It was one series. Like, you can't say good or bad from just one series, I feel like. Grant Delpit, thank you, Soul Train. Thank you. So I hope that answered your question, Garrett. You haven't missed a whole lot, so don't feel like you're missing out on a lot of fun. Okay, we have crossed over $500 super chats, by the way. So, listen, we're only about halfway to what we did last year, which was an incredible start to the 2023 season. But if you'd like to support the channel, super chats are just a great way to do so. If you enjoy the free content, you're like, this guy's kind of goofy and funny or just entertaining altogether, super chats are awesome. Venmos are even better because 100% goes to us here at Chat Sports, whereas with super chats, YouTube likes to take a nice generous cut of their own. So if you're able to Venmo, Matthew Peterson, a great way to do it. That's my Venmo. But nevertheless, if you can't, liking and commenting goes a long way to help support the channel because it tells YouTube, like, this is a cool place. And then they push that to more Browns fans and just brings more eyeballs here. And it just been, snowballs from there. Pool Pro is trying to, get me. It's hard to talk about second string in preseason because do you call it second string if they start the game? In the game, they're the starters. Oh, my God. DeJuan Jones is a mountain of a man. .6'8", 374 pounds. 6'9". All right, Packers have 1st and 10 from their own 11. Down by 20 or up by 20 to start the fourth quarter, more or less. And they run it to the right side, gain of 2. Jeremy with a $20 Venmo this time. You've got to be kidding me, Jeremy. $20 Venmo from Jeremy Stallman. Spin that wheel. All right, Jeremy, let's spin it. I owe you a personalized letter, and we've already got your 3 extra or 6 extra, 5 extra raffle entries included. All right, 2nd and 9 for the Packers. Spin that wheel as this one is lofted up and it's caught. Big gain, Green Bay to Cleveland's 35. For Jeremy Stallman, you've got to be shitting me. It's a wheel spin. I have no control over it. 3 more raffle entries for Jeremy. He's looking good, I think, for this. Although I do feel like whoever has the most amount of entries never wins. It's almost as if, the Ducks know. Let the underdog win. Jeremy, it's up to you if you want to keep all 3. I know you like to divvy them out from time to time, but no pressure. Just let me know what you'd like to do with them. 1st and 10, it's a run up the gut for the Packers. They're approaching the 50. 2nd down coming up. Jeremy says, please give Tyman one. Tyman already has one, Jeremy. I hate to spoil the fun for him, so I can give Tyman a second one if you'd like, but I just want you to know everything. 2nd and 4. Play fake. Throw. Cross the middle. Incomplete. Okay. We'll see if he wants to hold on to all three here or divvy one out. Tyman's like, give me a second. I just like ruined Tyman's day. He's like, Petey, shut the fuck up, dude. Don't tell him I'm already in there. 3rd and 4. He says, give Kathy one. Tyman's in there. He was one of the free winners. Yeah. 3rd and 4. Pressure mounting and a nice play. Reed, the linebacker. You. Big loss on 3rd down, and the Packers on 4th down will be forced to punt. All right, Kathy gets a free entry. You got Kathy in there? Yes. Kathy Sedlecki. 4th and 9. Punt by the Packers. Fielded at the 25. Taken across the 30, out to the 35-yard line. James Prochet on the receiving end. Frank, I think you hit the nail on the head, and I also think that's just true for all preseason games. The interviews are always more exciting than the game. This is why I do not like saying football is back. If football is back right now, we'd all be having a great time. And it's not even about the score. It could be 23-17, and we're still more interested in the interviews. Yeah. Oh, Beth Hall. Beth, you won once before. Remember that? What was it that you won? Beth won, like, the sign, I think. Guys, Jeremy is not, like, Oprah, okay? Let him manage his stocks how he likes to. Pool Pro, what game will the starters play? Last year, the starters played in week 3 of the preseason, if you remember, in Kansas City. So that's not a bad idea, although I remember last year, Denzel Ward picked up a concussion in that game, and everyone's like worried about his lack of availability for week 1. So maybe Stefanski plays the starters preseason week 2, so that if anyone does pick up anything, it gives them a little bit more time to get ready for week 1 against Dallas. Super Chat menu, if you would like to go above and beyond to support us here, $2 Super Chat, we're drinking out of the dog bowl. $5 Super Chat will add you to our Dog Pound MVP board. $10 Super Chat at the 2-minute warning, which will be here in just a few minutes. Myles Garrett jersey raffle. You can get entered into that with a $10 Super Chat or Venmo at Matthew Petey. $20. It's been basically the Jeremy Stallman wheel spin, and it keeps paying off quite nicely for him. So, $50 you can add it to our brown and orange club. We'll throw that on screen throughout the entire 2024 season. Show some love to everyone that goes really above and beyond to help support us here at the Browns Report. So that's the Super Chat menu for today's show as we enter the home stretch of the game. 4th quarter, 12 minutes remaining. Quick throw out to the sideline by DTR, hauled in by Landers. That's Matt Landers? That's Joshua Miller's prince. Okay, Jeremy's giving out some of his. He wants to give Tyman a second one. And then he said DeBone. Who's DeBone? Who's DeBone? I don't recognize. Can someone clarify what he means by that? 2nd and 3. Rusty, whatever number you put it at, I'm taking the over. So Ty Man has 2. Kathy has 1. These are all coming out of Jeremy's allotment. And DeBone. There's a bone. Someone's got to help me out here. Am I stupid? 1st and 10. Browns run it up the gut for a gain of 1. $14 subscribers away from another free jersey raffle entry. 35,300. 2nd and 9. Thompson Robinson at his own 45 in shotgun. Takes the snap. Rolls out to his right. Dumps it off. It is caught, and it's a gain of 8. Robbins, the UDFA running back, picks up 8. Yeah, we have a long ways to go for the bonus free jersey giveaway. That's what I was planning on offering if we picked up a bunch, but just not in the cards today. That's fine. Zach Zinter, the rookie, still playing into the 4th quarter. Third and 1. Across midfield. I mean, it's obviously four down territory now. Thompson Robinson, play fake. He is going to avoid a sack for a moment. Stumbling, throwing, incomplete. We got Jeremy with a $10 Venmo saying this is for Beth Hall. Jeremy makes me cry every day with how big of a heart he has. So Beth Hall, you've been added to the raffle thanks to Jeremy. He is sponsoring your raffle entry. Beth won a free entry once before, so maybe she's got the magic touch. DTR under center. Takes the snap. 4th and 1. He's going to run it. Oh, he hurdles a man and gets the first down. First down, DTR. Great athletic play. He's 10 for 14, 87 yards now. Excellent job by 17. Wow. Just gets airborne. Oh, the white face masks are awesome.
The white face masks are awesome. I love them.
1st and 10. They're at the Packers 45. Under 9 to play. It's a run. Robbins only gets 2 yards. Second down coming up. Second and 8. Sean with a $10 super chat. Let's go, Sean. Sean Finnerty. Deshaun Watson is better than Joe Burrow, and everyone knows it. Definitely outperformed in the last time the two shared a field. There's no doubt about it. Second and 8. DTR over the middle. Caught, first down. Brown on the receiving end. Jeremy, is Jacob Kistner in for the jersey? I don't think he is. I don't think Jacob Kistner is in for the jersey, right? I don't believe so. No, he's not, Jeremy. Would you like to give him one of your spots?
Mike Dibble.
Dibble with a $10 super chat. Let's go. We got to add Sean, make sure, for the jersey. And then Dibble with a $10, so he gets another entry as well. 1st and 10. Thompson Robinson throwing over the middle. That's caught, first and goal. James Prochet on the receiving end. And Jeremy Stallman has sent in a $10 Venmo just for Jacob Kistner. Jacob Kistner, you are also in the Myles Garrett jersey giveaway. sponsored by Jeremy Stallman. Everyone clap it up for Jeremy in the chat. The guy is truly one of one. There is no one like him. Jeremy Stallman, you never cease to amaze me. Go Browns, dude, even from 38,000 feet. 1st and 10, slam, touchdown! Flag. Flag on the play, but for now, it's the UDFA wide receiver, Amarani Brown. Hopefully it's not wiped away. It'd be so cool for him to get a preseason touchdown. He's a long shot for to make the roster. And it's wiped away. An eligible man downfield by the offense. I think it's... Oh, Zach Zinter? Come on, what happened here? He's the right guard. Yeah. I mean, this is an RPO. At least it kind of looks that way. And he starts blocking one of the linebackers, and that's just too far downfield. So, 1st and 15, the touchdown wiped away. We got Dibble and Sean being added to the raffle. Okay. 1st and 15. This is for Jeremy and for all the kindness he has shown today. Just saying we have the best fan base confirmed. I know, but a second time. Right? We've been doing that. Yes, that was the plan. It was, okay. We'll talk about it later, but yes. You can get multiple entries. We're just not going to prorate them if they send in $100 or $10. So a single $10. Yes. Okay. 2nd and 15. Quick shot, right side. So Dibble should have 2. He had 2? Okay. Or, not to make it more complicated, but Dibble, were you giving this $10 to Jeremy, saying this is for Jeremy, or just like saying this is for Jeremy? Yeah, I don't. You can give Jeremy one extra one if you want. He's got a bunch. 3rd and 10. Just let me know, Dibble. For now, I have you in for 2. 3rd down. DTR throwing. Caught. 1st and goal. And a flag. I think this is going to be on the defense, although it could be an OPI. They called it incomplete. He didn't catch it? All right, well, there's a flag down, and it looks like it's going to be against the defense. No, they caught it. Ball's placed at the 2. Personal foul. It's on the defense. Half the distance to the goal, 1st down. This is a nice throw by DTR. I mean, this is more of a timing throw because it's not a big window or it's not going to be a window that stays open for very long. So the pass just has to have zip on it. All right, Dibble was giving it to Jeremy. So Dibble's back down to 1. Jeremy just picked up another. 1st and goal. Robbins runs it in. Touchdown. Aiden Robbins. Number 49, the UDFA, gives the Browns their first touchdown of the preseason. Let's go. Cleveland finally gets the first touchdown of the game. Might be too little too late. It'll bring the score 23-9 with the extra point en route. Cade York is on for a 2nd time today. No Dustin Hopkins, so our old pal Cade York is kicking for us. Cade York. Extra point is up, and it is good. So, 13-point ball game with a few minutes left in the 4th quarter. 5 minutes remaining. Remember, that jersey raffle is at the 2-minute warning. Should we tell everyone about game time right now? Let's do that. So, if you have not heard already, today's show is sponsored by Game Time. If you love summer baseball, concerts, or any other sporting event under the sun that requires a ticket, you're going to love what I have to share about Game Time. See, Game Time has so many awesome deals for the Dog Pound. They have flash deals. Save even more with exclusive in-app deals on select seats ahead of the game or event. Game Time is an authorized ticket marketplace of Major League Baseball, which makes getting tickets faster and easier. Prices on the Game Time app actually go down the closer it gets to the first pitch. So download the Game Time app today and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. I put all that information in the comments and description of today's video, but take the guesswork out of buying MLB tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply, but again, create an account and redeem code CHAT Sports for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. 23-10. Packers leading. Browns putting together a little bit of a surge here at the end. We are going backwards in subscribers. We are close to getting another free edition, but we're back to 19 now. So I guess you guys don't like free jerseys. I do. Brandon Collins. I wasn't sure for a second. I don't know if we're talking about me or someone else. I agree, cool guy. Not cool. We're definitely going the wrong way now. Okay. Overall, big picture, though, if you're just tuning in, you're like, what have I missed so far in this preseason game? Not a lot. The starters didn't play. The ones that did start the game only played about a series or two, depending on the player. The backups were trailing 23 down by a lot, only with a field goal to show for until 5 minutes to go. All right, this is just making me depressed right now. We're going the wrong direction. But Luke Whippler getting carted off the field, probably one of the bigger story items so far. There's just not a whole lot to discuss from this game because there wasn't a whole lot to see in terms of notable players on the field. This is just like taking years off my life right now. Ken Dorsey discussing things with the quarterbacks, DTR specifically, as the Browns get ready to kick it off. The return gets out across the 20 and out to the 32. I would say both the Browns and the Packers have taken advantage of the new kick return rules. They've gotten good field position. They've been on the plus side of the 30 more often than not. DTR today, 14 for 18, 134 yards. I thought he played well. I thought he had some really good passes. I mean, he's working with backups and backups and backups. So it's hard to get a really good picture. But, man, he's made some nice throws, some great zip and velocity and accuracy on his passes. I've been really encouraged from what I've seen from 17. 1st and 10 for the Packers, trying to run this clock out. They run it up the middle, and the Browns' defensive line was ready. Maybe a yard on that play.
The live poll. Should starters play in the preseason?
Yeah.
59 said yes. 40% said no.
Colin, I also didn't
That's
see.
Close.
Cool guy. I didn't see Mike Hall do much either. The thing about preseason is like, it's tough to have eyes on everyone because it's hard to keep track of who's going in and out of the game. But not once did I feel like, ooh, great play by Mike Hall. And it's a run for the Packers. They go all the way out to the 50, and it's a first down. They are probably 2 first downs away from being able to run out this clock. I pray the Browns don't use a single timeout. First and 10. We saw Jameis Winston play for just a series. I was hoping for a little bit more just because selfishly it's more entertaining that way. Huntley did fine. DTR probably did a little bit better, So we'll see more of DTR next week, and Huntley will probably go in the second half. On 1st and 10, it's a run for the Packers. Right side, gain of 4. Second and 7. I would say, come on, defense, let's get a stop. And this will sound mean to me, but, like, there's something about, like, just put a man out of his misery in the preseason. Watching a 23-10 game with 3 minutes left, I don't know if we need to burn all of our comeback juices up right now. End around for the Packers is going to be a first down. And that will get us it goes out of bounds, so the clock will stop. First and 10 from Mayfield. Went to Mayfield. Or from Mayfield, went to Lutheran East. Under center from the Browns 34-yard line with 2:58 remaining. Handoff is going to go for just a yard. Jarrett Roush with a $5 super chat. Appreciate you, Jarrett. By the way, and then I know I've been kind of annoying everyone this whole game with it. This is the last call. $10 super chat or Venmo to get entered into the Myles Garrett jersey raffle. We're doing that raffle in 33 seconds and counting. So if you're on the fence about it, now is the time to make up your mind. Jarrett will hit that super chat in just a moment. 2nd and 9, though. This will be the final play before the 2-minute warning. It's another little pop pass, and it goes out of bounds, so there'll be one more play at least. Tim Green with a $10 super chat. Tim Green, you absolutely do have a ducky. We'll add another one for Tim Green, though, and a dog bowl. Tim, go Brownies. Third and 2. If they pick up the first down here, they can essentially kneel it out. Pitch to the right side, and he's got the first down. They got to stop going out of bounds, though. Out of bounds with 2:07, so they can't actually run the clock out because they had a 2-minute warning still. They definitely entered the red zone with that last carry. Welcome to the Game Time Red Zone. First and 10. Under center. Up the middle. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Okay. Now the moment maybe some or all of you have been waiting for. It is time for the duck race. One last call. $10 super chat or Venmo to get entered. Checking my Venmo right now. No new ones.
All right. So I'm going to read off. What do you got?
Jeremy just sent a $10 super chat.
For him?
This is for you and Reed. You all need a duck for the hard work you do. Jeremy, I appreciate that. I will return your 10 if Reed and I win this race. Do you understand the FBI will be knocking on our door if we won our own jersey giveaway? That is the worst look ever for us.
That would be
But I
terrible.
really appreciate your consideration. I can never play in a duck race. I can never win.
No.
Thank you, though, Jeremy. That's very, very kind of you. And Reed is an Eagles fan, so as much as he would like a free jersey, I think he'd prefer a Browns fan to have a jersey for Myles Garrett.
I would wear it, though.
Yeah.
I would wear it with pride.
Oh, no doubt. But he'd be like, this dog needs a good home.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna read out the names that I have so far so that
He'll put it on screen.
you want to put it on screen.
Yeah, it'd be a lot easier that way. That way everyone can see for themselves. Okay. So, yeah. Reed's going to load the names in, and then we're going to race the duckies. Cool guy. If I won, the thing is like, it's just a duck racing website. Like, there's just no way I could fix the race even if I wanted to. And people would just assume the worst. And it'd be a PR nightmare for my team. And my team is me. I'm the team. Okay. So, hit edit list right now. Oh, why don't you put the names in? Oh, okay. Jarrett, I'm sorry. We'll get your super chat on screen after the duck race. That's my fault. I got sidetracked. I'm sorry, Jarrett. Here we go. Yeah, that's okay. Push that puppy across. So everyone can find and see their own name on the list this way. That way you know that you're a part of the duck race. The 2-minute warning just wrapped up, but we'll still kind of comb through this and run the race. Don't worry. 2nd and 4 for the Packers at the 6-yard line. They run it, and it'll be 3rd and 1. Okay. I see Tim Green at the bottom. Is he at the top too? Okay, perfect. Just want to make sure. All right. Let's race the duckies. Let's race the duckies. I'm going to give everyone in the chat like 5 seconds to say if they're supposed to be in it and they didn't see their name, and we can amend that. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Packers, by the way. A first down would absolutely end the game here. Give everyone like 5 more seconds. After this 3rd down play, we'll run the Ducks. And the Packers got exactly what they needed. First and goal, and they will kneel it out. So that will be the game, 23-10. While the Ducks are racing, do you want to load all the stats in? This guy's getting good, everyone. Second watch party. He's doing an excellent job. All right. Let's race the duckies. And they're off.
Oh, baby.
55 seconds remaining, and it's hard to see who's got an early lead, but it looks like one of Jeremy Stallman's minions is making an early surge.
The biggest thing, too, is if you start early,
Oh, it's
that's bad.
I have seen someone start early and lose it and then come back to regain it.
See, but that's very rare.
Very rare. We're approaching the 2nd furlong. It's anyone's race right now. It's everyone's pond.
Spam S for swim. Spam S for swim.
25 seconds remaining. Who's it going to be? Stallman, Harper. They look like they have a slight lead right now. I see Miami Matt.
Oh,
We're starting to get some
somebody hit a roadblock.
separation. We're getting separation now. I
James
see Harper. I
still
see
in there.
Stallman.
10 seconds left.
Who's it going to be?
Jeremy Stallman.
Stallman's losing gas.
Kathy.
Here comes
Here
Stofira.
comes Kathy.
Look at Stofira.
Go get
Christopher Stofira. Let's go. Christopher Stofira with the lone duck.
Wow.
Ekes it out. Congratulations to Christopher Stofira.
The question
Chris.
is he here?
Chris is going to get it no matter what. He's always here. Chris was actually at the meet and greet. So it was awesome to meet him and his wife. Chris, congratulations, dude. Get in contact with me. I believe you have my email. It's okay. Yeah. Email me, Chris, Matthew at ChatSports. I hope you're here, but if not, oh, you're there. Yes. Chris, congratulations. Ty Man, did you see, by the way, the original winner from last night came back and saw that he won? Yeah. It was a tough conversation we had to have in the comment section. This guy's like breaking down the Browns-Packers game in terms of the turnover battle being the difference. No, the difference was the Packers played their starters. That was the difference because they got to an early lead and never looked back. But 23-10 the final. We're going to run our post-game show right now. Initial thoughts, though, and I'll go in more depth on this in the video. The Browns played mostly their 3rd and 4th stringers. The 2nd stringers that did play didn't play much. We saw Tyler Huntley and DTR play predominantly the entire game. So I'm not going to read into the win-loss whatsoever. From an individual standpoint, there weren't a lot of individuals I was hoping to see a lot from. You're just not going to come away from this preseason game with a strong opinion on really any subject because the guys that did see serious snaps are not going to make the roster most likely. And that's a tough pill to swallow, and that's kind of the grouch or the Grinch of me coming through right now, but that's just somewhat of the reality and the tough pill people got to swallow. Injury news, Luke Whippler was carted off the field with an ankle injury. That sucked, especially because Brian Allen, the other backup center, he was lost for the year or a lot of it with an injury early in training camp. So now the Browns are likely going to be searching the market. J.C. Treader, ooh. What do you guys think about that? J.C. Treader return? Are we in? Are we in? Some good news, though. I thought Dorian Thompson-Robinson played very well. Like, he was working with backups, and he was in command of the offense, and just his passes were crisp. They had good zip and velocity. They had good, heat to them. I thought DTR looked really sharp and was probably the most impressive player offensively for the Browns. So I liked what I saw at DTR. Outside of that, there was just not a lot to write a column over. And I know we're all so excited for Browns football to be back. It ain't back. And I'll tell you why it's not back. Because they didn't play today. We saw 5 starters play, maybe 10 snaps total. A series, maybe getting into the second series. How can anyone come up with a strong opinion from guys that played 10 snaps? Just not a big enough sample size. Okay. Yep. We're about to start our post-game show, so make sure to like the video if you have not already. If you have something you want to share for the post-game show, you can super chat it. We'll put it on screen. We'll talk about it. So an opinion, a take, whatever you'd like. Cool guy, just ignore Mr. Patriots. And shout out to Jeremy Solomon for being the chat philanthropist, giving free entries to Beth Hull, to Kathy, to Ty Man, to so many great viewers of the channel. There's just not a ton here to unpack. I know I should probably be doing a better job at my job right now, but I'm just kind of racing through the 4 quarters, and Pierre Strong, I thought, had some good runs. We saw Zach Zinter and Devin Bush play a lot, so a little bit of a stress test. Michael Woods, first time we saw him in over a year. I was encouraged by what I saw in his play. Chris Edmonds, the safety, had 2 nice pass breakups. But no one really jumped out to me as a, holy shit, we have something to talk about here. Exactly, Tim. We've got all season. Okay. Well, we're going to get the stats in for a moment, and then we're going to run through our post-game show here. Kathy, there is nothing to write home about. I could not agree more. There's just not something that needs to be desperately shared in terms of, must-see TV here. This is the Browns lost in the preseason. Carry on. It's preseason football. Nothing to get worked up over. Okay. We'll go, yeah. That's fine. All right. Are we ready to rock and roll? Okay. Boys and girls, let's talk in further detail about the game that doesn't need to be talked about. Browns preseason week 1 between the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns. Let's break down a game that I hope most of you slept through because it was an absolute snooze fest. Packers win it 23-10. If you missed it, I actually am jealous. You did not miss much. This was the epitome of a Browns preseason game. I don't want anyone reading into the score. I don't want to see a single same old Brownies in the comment section. The Packers actually played their starters. They got off to an early lead. Took them 3 plays to put up a touchdown against Browns backups, and they never looked back. And for the Browns, there's nothing here that should warrant a major reaction or strong opinion. We didn't see the starters play. We saw 5 starters play maybe 10 snaps. Ethan Posick, Wyatt Teller, Martin Emerson, Grant Delpit, Devin Bush. that's it. Devin Bush actually played into the fourth quarter a little bit. I saw him out there for some special team services, but here's the final. Sean Clifford, I thought looked really sharp for the Packers, actually. It surprised me. 10 for 19, 111 yards. I would say the highlight for the Browns would have to be Dorian Thompson-Robinson. 14 for 18. He played the entire second half. Jameis Winston only played the opening series, along with a couple of the other second and a few first stringers in the game. So we barely saw those guys play. Then Tyler Huntley took it from there for the rest of the first half, and DTR picked up for the entire third and fourth quarter. But he had some really good zip on his passes. The velocity was present. Dorian Thompson-Robinson looked a little bit how he looked last preseason, which was a preseason prince. And it's just a good reminder that once we saw him in the regular season, sure, it's a big jump, and we shouldn't judge anyone too harshly after a spot start against the Ravens, but it is the preseason. I don't want anyone overreacting to things or to great or bad performances. DTR, definitely the highlight of the game. He tried to spark a comeback, and ultimately it was too little too late, but 14 for 18, 134 yards. DTR, to me on the field, kind of looked like when an MLB player is doing a rehab assignment in AAA. You could just kind of tell that he was playing a little bit above everyone else on the field, which was good to see because in the fourth quarter, that's how you would hope your backup quarterback looks, or, a competitor for your backup quarterback position. Tyler Huntley in the first half, he went 6 for 9, 41 yards. I thought he looked fine. I didn't think he did anything outstanding or disastrous in any way. I thought he was pretty mid-average chalky for the limited time we saw him. Pierre Strong Jr. probably had one of the better games on the ground, and that's not saying a whole lot. He went 6 carries for 15 yards, but he did have some good feet to him. He was able to kind of jump in and out of holes a little bit, so I liked what I saw out of Pierre Strong Jr. And to piggyback off of that, when it came to kick return, that was probably the number one thing I was looking for on special teams. We did get some good Cade York kicks, though. 2 for 2, 1 field goal, 1 extra point. But the Browns were having a whole convoy of return men back there, so I like the way Bubba Ventrone is going about this, some experimentation and trying out different combinations. We've got more to share on this, including some injury news and unfortunate injury news, too, in just a moment. But make sure to subscribe to the channel. Get the best Browns YouTube content out there. When you hit that sub button, we're going to make sure you are locked in for the best free Browns YouTube coverage all season long. So don't miss a thing when it comes to your favorite team in brown and orange. Some other stats from this game. The Browns offense against the Packers defense, which, like I said, the Packers were trotting out a good amount of their starters. I saw Lucas Van Ness, a first-round pick last year, going up against backup offensive linemen. It's not a very fair fight. 356 total yards. The ground game just never got going. That's more of a, finger pointing to the backup O-line. I was hoping to see some more from Zach Zinter. I was really excited about that pick and still am, but maybe not the greatest preseason performance or debut. Through the air, 17 for 22, 280 yards. The Packers offense was rolling, though, and they played Jordan Love, so that's to be expected early on. Although he only played, I think, 3 snaps, and they turned it over to Sean Clifford. 267 yards, 56 on the ground, although they were sure able to pick up those yards on the ground at the end. And then they didn't have any turnovers, so I think that's just a typo on our end. Sorry about that, everyone. But overall, Browns injury news. Luke Whippler, the backup center, he was carted off the field with an apparent ankle injury. Did not return, did not look good. They put the air cast on. This is some, level of concern because Brian Allen, the other backup center, he was lost for the year with an injury early in training camp. So I think the Browns are going to have to do some exploring for a new backup center. Now, lucky for them, they kind of have a good history of finding good backup centers, like Nick Harris and then Ethan Posick. So I would expect an offensive lineman signing in the next 72 hours or so with no backup center on this roster for Ethan Posick. Some other names, though, from the offensive stat sheet to monitor. Jamari Thrash, the rookie, he had some nice grabs over the middle of the field, number 80. 3 receptions for 43 yards. Feel bad for Brown. He had a touchdown wiped away by an illegal man or an eligible man downfield from Zinter. 2 grabs for 26 yards. Packers, they had their way, like I said, in some ways. Dontavian Wicks, He had one grab, 65 yards, a house call to the end zone. That came on the third play of the game. But for me, the story of this game was it's preseason football, and it looked like preseason football. The starters didn't play. The backups that did play didn't play very much early on, and then we were turning it over to players that, in all reality, are fighting for practice squad spots. So I always look at preseason football as individualistic performances. I know the team wants to look at it from a team perspective, but that's kind of their job. They're the coach of the Browns, not the coach of just one person on the Browns. But I'm looking for certain individuals to pop a little bit more. I thought Devin Bush had a really nice tackle, pretty solid game altogether, so that was nice to see because he's probably going to be in line for a good amount of snaps this year. But, yeah, not a ton here to discuss. Now, before we kind of put a bow on today's video, I do want to tell everyone watching about our friends over at Game Time. So, if you want to get yourself some awesome Browns preseason tickets or some Guardians tickets, download the Game Time app today and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Now, I put all that information already in the comments and description of today's video, but Game Time is an authorized ticket marketplace of Major League Baseball, which makes getting tickets faster and easier. Prices on the Game Time app actually go down the closer it gets to the first pitch. Now, one thing I really like about Game Time is they offer the Game Time guarantee. If you find tickets in the same section and row for less, Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. Terms apply, but again, create an account and redeem code CHAT Sports for $20 off your first purchase. Download Game Time today. Terms apply. Last-minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. I didn't want to bring up too many negative things because I don't feel like the negatives should really be something we put under a magnifying glass with the starters not out there. The offensive line kind of sucked today. Can we just say that? We agree? Wasn't very good. Now, the offensive line didn't have 5 starters playing for most of the game. So it's not really the Browns' offensive line. It's the backup offensive line with UDFAs and late day 3 draft picks. You don't have all-pro Joel Petonio out there, all-pro Jack Conklin. Like, you had DeJuan Jones go for a little bit, but overall, the main cast and crew members were not there for most of the game. So, sure, there's probably something to look into here, but I'm not going to make a big deal out of backup offensive linemen not looking very good. If the regular season rolls around and the offensive line's having a problem, that's a fair time to have that conversation. If the offensive line struggles in a preseason game where the starters play for a quarter, maybe even a quarter and a half, okay, talk to me then. But one series where half the starters didn't even play, it was just Posick and Teller, come on. That I'm not going to get worked up over. Just not going to happen from me. So if we're getting nitpicky, and sure, 23-10, there's probably a lot of things to reflect on and improve on, but the offensive line is not the least of my concerns because not having Bill Callahan does bring some question marks, but it's not something I'm going to lose sleep over when we're talking about, like Javon Cohen and Zach Johnson filling in at center. Like, those are just guys that aren't going to play football for this team in the regular season. Sorry. But that will do it for us on today's show. I'm just kind of racing through my head here. The bright spot of the game, it's got to be Dorian Thompson-Robinson. Like, he was really good, made some great passes. So if you didn't watch the game and you want to sound smart in front of your friends, say DTR looked good. Hopefully Luke Whipwood doesn't miss too much time. And it was a snooze fest. And we'll see you next week for the next preseason game. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're going to have a watch party for you guys every single preseason game, except for the last, because unfortunately, I shouldn't say unfortunately, but my grandma's having her 80th birthday party on the day of the final preseason game. So I am going to that. Although I think I might try and sneak a watch party, fund the birthday party, and bring my computer with me. So stay tuned for that. We'll see how Nanny feels about it. All right, boys and girls. That will do it for us on today's live show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will sign off. We'll let you get back to the rest of your Saturday nights. Go Brownies. The final from Cleveland, 23-10 Green Bay. Stream? Are we live again? Because I realized I forgot Jarrett's super chat. Jarrett, I hope you're still there. Jarrett, tell me you're still there. I realized I forgot your super chat. That's 100% my fault. We'll put it on the video, though, for our next episode. Jarrett's still there. Thank God. I'm so sorry, Jarrett. I saw your comment, and I was like, oh, crap, I forgot. We're going to get your super chat on screen. I'm really sorry, Jarrett. That's my bad. That's my bad. I'm sorry, buddy. Jarrett, appreciate you and your patience. I'm glad I've got a longtime viewer in you. Yeah, also, like, I'm not trying to get in the weeds here, but our software pulls super chats and puts it in the computer, which puts it on screen, and the talking between the chat and the computer is not working. So we have to manually build each super chat, which just takes about twice, actually, not twice, like 3 times the amount of time. So really quickly, I just want to give Jarrett Roush his super chat moment here because he spent his hard-earned money with us. The least we can do is share his comment with everyone watching. So, Jarrett, let's get your super chat on screen, buddy. I'm so sorry it took so long. 100% my fault. Jarrett Roush, ladies and gentlemen. Who do you want as QB2 if, God forbid, Deshaun Watson goes down, knock on wood? I think DTR, but maybe don't see enough of Jameis. It's Jameis. Jameis was paid a lot of money to be the backup. Jameis is the backup. There's no question about it. I would genuinely take Jameis over Huntley and DTR. Contract, money aside, pick one quarterback to play a game, to play a half. I'm taking Jameis Winston. Without a doubt in my mind. I appreciate your question, though, Jarrett. Thank you so much for hanging out with us yet again for another watch party. Go Brownies, Jarrett! We'll see you next time, buddy.